No worries. This is all just a recap. That's right. This is just a recap. So basically, the players found out that the Van Thampers had been hiring
Hello, hello. Yep,
cultists
I'm good too.
from the Dead Three, which are the followers of the dead gods Baneball and Merkel, to um, sort of usurp the authority of the Flaming Fist to make it look like the leadership was lacking and possibly they needed to be replaced or the leadership needed to be replaced. They have gone met with one of Thalmara's sons, Mortlock, who I'll bring up a picture of him. He is this here uh, gigantic fellow. Uh, there we go. Uh, and he was basically um, forswore his allegiance to his family once he found out that they were trying to murder him. Uh, his brothers and him never got along. So once the character saved him from an assassination attempt, he spilled the beans and gave them information on his brother Amric, who is this handsome fellow, who was running a smuggling operation and a money lending operation out of a local tavern called the Low Lantern, as well as his other brother, Thirstwell, who is this guy, who was sort of a sickly shut in, but he made up for his physical malady by employing an entire array of these imps, which are these devilish creatures that have the ability to turn invisible and also assume the form of other creatures like ravens, uh, rats, and some other things. And he used them as spies and informants to keep eyes and ears on the city because, again, he was sort of a shut-in, unable to venture out like his brothers could. Let's see, what else did we find out? They have. Ooh, they met up with Tarina. Tarina was super fun. Um, she is an informant that gave them information that led to uh, the bathhouse where they found the Cult of the Dead 3, and later found incriminating evidence that proved that the Duke Falmara was actually um, uh, working against the city. There's the Dead 3 right there, followers of the Dead 3, and they have run into some various nefarious creatures along the way, like this here barbed devil.
Various
And
nefarious. That's just fun to say.
it is. And let's see, we also had there was a smaller sort of devilish creature right there. Um, but yes, right now we are to I believe we are still engaged in combat. The main guard captain looks like he has been dispatched. I believe so. Yes, he has. Um, and the players are now, about to probably dispatch of the rest of the guard.
Sometimes you
Yes, the
must
hard.
dispatch the guard.
That's right. Yes, I think it was Lucius that might have actually killed him. I think Lucius did.
Which one?
The main house guard, the big guy who had his big gigantic mace, and he was like
Ah,
trying to smash everybody with it.
I can neither confirm nor deny that.
That's right. The house guards look in shock as their champion is felled. They seem to rally in anger and outrage and bellow out a fierce rallying cry and charge into your group. Shouts of traitors and murderers issue forth from their lips. And right now, we are actually on Elsa's turn. Before I do that, let's do some really quick introductions for those of you who are new or those of you who have seen us before. My name is Mark. I'm the Dungeon Master. I also DM'd our previous campaign, which lasted 8 long, awesome years. We took our group from level 1 to level 20. It was a whole mishmash of 3.5 edition, 4th edition, Dungeon World, 5th edition. It was gnarly. But it was awesome. First time I've ever been a part of a campaign where we legit went from level 1 to level 20 and beyond. So with that, I will introduce the next person who I guess it's her turn already. So let me turn it over to Elsa and just say a little bit about who you are, who you're playing, and just a little bit about your character, some interesting stuff or not.
I'm Courtney, and I'm playing Elsa Elton, and I am a half-elf sorcerer. And I get to hang out with all these guys who are helping me get back to my throne. I anything interesting? Oh, I have cold magic, and I'm still trying to figure all of that out.
Let it go.
So, with that, I would like to introduce our singer of the group, Darius. Everyone returns to the coda.
Ooh.
I am both honored and humble, Elsa Elton, that you would put me before such others of such grace and, of course, high status. I am a lowly musician, attending, a bardic college in Waterdeep, and then, of course, moving my way across the beautiful Forgotten Realms of Faerun to Baldur's Gate, where I was there for a day and a half when I was hired to sing a birthday ditty for this lovely half-elven lady. And I was more than honored to do so. And then I was caught up in this intrigue and have become most enamored with this crew and definitely willing to give and sacrifice for uh, this attempt to put this family back together. My name is Darius Coda. I am a bard of Waterdeep. I am also half Orcan, but I save that for last because it is probably the last thing you would notice due to my immense amount of charisma and or talent. I would like to throw this over to another person who holds his bardic skills far lower than he should, and someone who should notice that his skills increase. And hopefully I have had some part in that. His name is Lucius de Vacon.
Well, I thank you so very much for that warm introduction, and I only rate myself low on my bardic skills because of the company I keep. I understand that I have done more than sufficiently at the bardic skills, but uh, I am Lucius Davalen. I am half drow, half other, uh, denizen of Calimshan, who was rescued from poverty and uh, streets of crime and villainy to serve House Elton as an advisor and to learn the noble houses of Baldur's Gate. And as of now, I have probably been put into service earlier than intended, but I serve at the pleasure of House Elton and its true and rightful leader, Elsa Eltan. And with that, we will bring up another advisor to uh, Elsa, and that's Mordecai.
Oh, I'm Joey Joe. I play Mordecai. Mordecai is a tiefling illusionist. I don't even say sorcerer. I say illusionist because he casts illusionary magic. Ooh, look, there he is behind me. Yes. Uh, yeah, I'm with Elsa along for the ride, helping her out, helping her refine the magical icy powers, and I'm all about the stage and the show and the dramatic and the flair and whatnot. Yes. Speaking of flair, someone that has a lot of flair, almost Ric Flair, I'd say, is Jaren the Hellhound. Yes, I'll pass it to him.
Ric Flair.
I have to say this every time that he introduces himself as an illusionist. All I see is that World of Warcraft ad with Vern Troyer, who's like, "I'm a mage." That's all I see.
Well, that's better than me because I keep thinking of Job from Arrested Development with Illusion.
Almost, yes, almost.
Yeah, you
at some point, we're gonna have to have a guest NPC that is a night elf and warlock, for the record. So my name's Jay, and I do play Jaren Kincaid, also known as the Hellhound. I think I might be the only person in the party that is not part of the Elsa Eltan board of advisors and directors. So I was actually had something similar happen to my family in a very, very different part of the realm. So I came to Waterdeep to Baldur's. God damn it! Came to the city to contact somebody that I've done some business with, who I will introduce shortly, to try to get some leads or find out if any of my family was left. And I got mixed into the whole like red birthday party, if you will. So Jaren is going through some changes right now. He began as his journey as a paladin. He was working again for his family, somewhat not quite a mercenary, but definitely that there was profit involved, and they had some interesting dealings with different planar beings. So as a course of this, his family and his entire life being destroyed, he became somewhat vengeful. So a vengeance-driven paladin. But then something else happened. He met an old family friend in the midst of their adventures, and so now he's starting to go down the path of the warlock. So with that, I will pass it over to my erstwhile contact here in Baldur's Deep, if you will.
Baldur's Deep.
Peregrine Grin Ghostwind.
Batting cleanup. All right. I am Greg, and I play Peregrine Ghostwind. Also,
And
known
he's
as
gonna tell you what's really going on.
what's really
What's going on?
Well, if it was
What's going on?
If it was Floyd would be telling you what's really going on. Peregrine's just like he's along for the ride. So yes, Peregrine, a lover and a fighter, a human fighter, actually. One of only two humans. We have to have, a band of highly experienced Dungeons and Dragons player. They can't play, human fighter and elven wizard. They've got to play, tiefling trickster and half drow bard and a fucking half orc bard.
Paladins.
At least I'm not playing someone's conjoined twin, which I've done before. So
no bugs, no
half gnome, half mushroom.
Yeah. We are missing our cat. But enough about the cat and about the others. Yes, Grin is the human fighter, sailor of the seven seas, ne'er-do-well for some time, but has seen the error of his ways, or really just ran into some trouble, and so had to surreptitiously quit that life. So doing some side projects on the side, and was offered a nice reward in exchange for doing a little information seeking, which I completed my part of the bargain, and I have yet to receive payment from the Elton family and those who sought my employment in the first place. So I'm sticking with this group of weirdos until I get my money.
I love that you're going to stick with the party until they pay you. So this incentivizes us to never pay you.
My intelligence is not that high.
All right, so that rounds out the group. Again, we've got a couple players who will probably be dropping in just a little bit later. And once they do, I'll make sure that they make their introductions as well. But let's get on with the game. Again, right now we have a massive fray going on just inside or just outside the kitchen in an adjoining storage room. Um, the entrance or the entrance and exit to the underground catacombs comes up right next to the kitchen, and let's see. I think there is a description of that. Um, yes, it is a pantry. Food and drink are stored in this room. Oh, sorry, no. So this is just a stairway. Oh, this room contains a barrel of fresh water and a brick-walled staircase that descends 15 feet to the catacombs. And as our characters, when a brick-walled staircase thing, it is actually a ladder. It is a very it is would be considered a very steep staircase or a very shallow ladder. Um, it is as the characters climb through the trap door. They were ambushed almost immediately by the contingent of the household guard from Van Pamfor. It seemed as though the guards who they had met with previously, and whilst Amric was still conscious, he had managed to deal with the guards and just basically he told them to fuck off because he was the basically the one in charge. But once he was no longer part of the equation, it seems like the guards took things into their own hands and decided to put an end to this merry band of interlopers once and for all. So right now we have combat going on. It is in the pantry. Elsa is right below. She's in the at the foot of the staircase, and above you can see there is uh, you've got Thunder in the morning, Grin, Darius Coda, Lucius, and Jaren are all upstairs. There are two guardsmen in the room with them, and the door is open into the kitchen, and you can see uh, there are two more guards standing outside at least. Um, right now, you would at least need to climb to the top of the stairs, or climb to the top of the ladder, excuse me, in order to get an attack on one of the enemies. Um, but you can absolutely do that.
The only thing I think I could really do is Ray of Frost, so I'd have to get to the top kind of.
I believe you could. Chill touch, I believe, is also a
I think
range
that's
spell.
better.
I mean, it's
Because to me, a Ray of Frost.
yeah. I mean, it's sort of half a dozen on one, six of the other because they're both cantrips. About the only difference, I believe, is that
One takes neurotic
necrotic.
damage, necrotic, and the other takes.
Or neurotic. I mean,
Right,
I
and
often, that's all I take really is neurotic damage.
neurotic. The ray of frost will actually slow your enemies by they'll slow their movement by 10 feet if they I believe it if it's just hit successfully. Whereas the chill touch will not allow them to heal. Right, it says it can't.
So that would be good because yeah. All right, then let's do that. And it's actually 120 foot, and I can see somebody when I open the door.
Yes, the trapdoor is open, and you have vision. Basically, you just have to stick your head out of the door, and you can cast your spell.
So I can do that and then retreat.
Absolutely, yes, because it's a 15-foot ladder. Oh shoot, you can get to the you can. Let's see. You are going to be on the ladder. However, teammates can move past you because ladders are considered like difficult terrain, which costs double the amount of movement. But yes, you can certainly do that.
And do I actually do I roll anything or it just happens?
For chill touch,
oh, here we go. I have it.
I believe it's a ranged spell
so
attack.
click chill touch, right?
Mm-hmm. Yes, range spell attack. Well, ooh, that's not going to hit.
Ta-da.
And if you have any sort of, boy, you rolled a 3 and a 4. That's there we go. Get all those bad rolls out of the way right now.
Yeah, you can't come back from that.
There's no options.
All right. Let's. I was going to say if you have any bonus actions, reactions, I'll give you the. Let's see, I believe it's this one.
Any pre-actions, any post-actions,
Yeah. Right. That sounds like 4E.
any bolt actions.
Both.
Now we're switching games.
I mean, I'm not even sure.
Double actions.
I can't read this anymore.
You can't read it anymore.
No, I need to try my glasses.
Okay. It's basically okay. So yes. Yeah. If you had any sort of bonus action, but I don't believe you really do at this point.
Now, if you give me a long rest,
Oh yeah, then you can start. Ooh, and just as a aside, do you have any sorcery points left? I wonder. I'm going to check your character sheet real quick.
Even a short rest would be nice at this point.
Meta magic
Mhm.
points 0. No meta
I'm
magic
like
points.
blood dry.
Yeah. Okay.
I got all my
let's-
cantrips.
But so did I actually hit them enough that they don't? It doesn't do it.
Nah, it's just a miss. The spectral hand kind of goes towards them, and then you see it kind of dissipate before it gets there. It looks like there's just there's so much going on, and you're sort of balancing precariously on this ladder staircase that it's you didn't have the greatest of concentration, which is okay because now we will go to that guy's dead, so we'll go to Grin.
All right. Is this an enemy or is this one of us?
That's Lucius.
All right. That's Jaren.
So take that however you will.
What are you
Drow, kill him?
What are you trying to say, man? You've just got something out for me, I think. You're mentioning it in the chat. The only good drow is a dead drow. Now you're like, he asked if that's an enemy or a friendly, and you said it's Lucius. Take that as you mean. Something's going on here.
Hey, I have
I'm getting,
to.
I'm getting somebody a coexist bumper sticker.
Yeah, right?
I have to attack something.
Yeah.
Otherwise,
Yeah,
I waste my action.
Mordecai, select your token and then roll initiative. Hold on, I will. Actually, I can. Here you are. I'll put you on the map so you can see yourself. There's you. All right, so you have a 16.
Damn it! Now the map just moved all the way off of wherever the hell we are.
Mordecai, let me actually so Grin, hold your initiative.
Hold your horses. You just got
we are
outrolled,
going-
sucker.
Yeah. Boom. Mordecai.
Ooh, what are you
So
gonna-
you can think about what you're doing. Mordecai, what would you like to do? You are right now standing at the standing in a hallway that's leading up to this sort of a ladder staircase going up to the cellar. Going from the cellar up into a storage area into the kitchen of the first floor of the manor of Van Thampers.
And I just saw Elsa go up, correct?
Yes, Elsa right now is sort of perched at
Yeah.
the top of the ladder. There is no other room.
I feel some mild responsibility for her safety, so I will follow up and go look for her. Make sure she's all right.
Yeah, she is. She's standing there. You can kind of be next or below her on the ladder, but it's going to be, you can't occupy really the same space.
Yeah, I'm just
you
gonna.
do
I will just start my way up, kind of follling, as
Gotcha.
far as I can go without inserting myself directly up her ass. Out of respect, of course.
Of course.
Is he
Perchance.
Is he looking up her knickers?
As I'm climbing up, I'm
Nice
just saying,
beaver.
so what does it look like up there? What's going on up there, Elsa? I'll say.
All right, Grin, your turn now.
All right. And is this square right to the left of me? Is this unoccupied?
No, Thunder in the Morning is there.
Yeah, damn it.
Yeah, you got Thunder in the Morning, and this one is well, this one just has a dead body. So here, I'll get rid of this guy.
Oh, I thought someone was there.
Yeah, he was, and then Lucius did away with him with a rapier strike.
But no, I mean, I thought there one of us was there. All right. Okay, then I will move into. Oops, that was weird. I will move into this square and come on, roll 20. Stop fucking up. All right, and I will. Are both of these guys uninjured, or have either of them suffered any injuries?
Sorry.
Well, never mind. I'll hit the guy.
Yeah, neither of them look like they have been touched yet.
Well, I'll hit this purple and gold guy right in front of me.
Gotcha.
Take a swing.
That just seems too audacious. Like smack his ass.
Yeah. How dare you dress like a fop in here?
Excuse me, you're wearing purple. Isn't that royal colors? Aren't there some sumptuary laws here?
Is that white I see after Labor Day?
I do see Grin as the protector of those laws.
Does a 12 hit?
12 just hits.
Sweet.
Oh, nice.
It is not going to kill him, but
you kind of slash across with the saber and kind of spin around and smack him with the dagger right in the side of the face.
13 does hit, and for 5 piercing, that is going to do the deed. Yeah, you jam your dagger right into, like, right behind the ear, and you drive it all the way to the hilt.
Ouch.
Well played.
You best not have dented my dagger.
You're bleeding all over my dagger.
This is my favorite one.
Jaren.
I will
get in there
after the impertinent chap in the corner. Let's see.
No, get in there.
Chapter corn.
Get it. You plug the hole so they can't. So no more can come in here.
Well, you still have one in the room with us.
That's what she said. What?
No, she doesn't say that. No.
Okay, so you said the one in the top corner is uninjured?
Correct.
He's the only one standing, right? He's the only one still left?
Yes. Yeah. There's one outside the door that you can see as well. You should be able to see as well.
Right.
And then, oh yeah. You can see 2 outside the door.
All right.
Oh yeah, that absolutely will hit. For 5 slashing. Does not drop him, but you do end up. You bring your sword across. He parries it, and then you drive your sword down and just take a chunk right out of his shoulder.
So, okay, that's like a nat 20. Shouldn't that be a critical?
No, that was you got a 16 plus your proficiency bonus plus your strength bonus for a 20.
My bad.
Yeah,
Sorry.
yeah. Anytime you roll max on any die, the roll will show up green, and just like if you roll a fail, it'll show up as red.
Oh, very well then. It's smarter than I am. Thank you.
I have come to the realization that most things in this world are smarter than I am at this point, so I'm okay with it.
My smart fridge has done my child's homework.
My smart fridge makes fun of me every day. Oops. All right, it's supposed to be there. And did you have any sort of bonus actions, reactions, anything like that that you wanted to do? I'm going to take that as a no. If you do, let me know. Darius, you are up.
Who was just struck?
This guy up here in the northwest corner.
Okay. I'm going to cast a suggestion on him. So I will do thusly. And my suggestion for him will be, is this task not too dangerous? Maybe you should rethink. Instead of endangering us, maybe your choice is to leave in a slink.
Ah. All right. So he gets a spell save.
And that would be against 13.
Got you. It's a wisdom saving throw. All right. So let's see his wisdom. Ooh. Well,
Wise fighters.
right. Well, no.
They're cultists. That's right.
There you go.
Broke his brain.
You see him. He kind of looks. He kind of looks befuddled, and you see him kind of look and grab at his shoulder, and he's like,
Yeah.
yeah. No.
Yeah, that sucked. That really sucked, man.
I think I should be probably leaving. There's an infirmary around here. Nice cozy bed with my name on it.
Walk it off.
Why am I sitting here shedding blood for these fucking cunts? Thunder in the morning. He will jump over to here.
Meow.
And I will have him try to disembowel this nearest guard. Let's see, where is his character sheet?
Oh, you know he would attack the guy that just got the suggestion cast on him.
I know. I was like, should I roll for that? Because that would be, yes.
You know he'd do it on purpose too, right? Like just
yeah,
because
like,
it would be
wait,
the worst thing to do.
He looks distracted.
Oh, look, he's leaving.
Where are you going?
Where do you think you're going? Get over here, right meow.
You can't make this too easy for my comrades.
Get over here, right meow.
He's going to attempt to disemmeowl him.
That would be perfect.
Oh my good lord.
Yes. So he takes a swing with his sword and lays into the midsection of this guard, who now is stumbling back with a slice across his belly from hip to hip. It does not kill him, but that's what that does. And then, yes, I guess he will do that. Riz is also not here. Riz is going to, he's reading a book.
Yep, he's definitely interested in whatever is in that book.
Yes.
Or
actually, you know what? He was, oh shoot, he was outside. He was trying to track. So let me see. All right, Riz.
Yeah, he was chasing those dudes.
Who's this right here?
Jaren.
Right there?
Yeah, that's Jaren.
Oh, I see. All right. And this is Lucius, correct?
That was Riz. And now we have the gods.
What are you talking about? On the turn order, it's now my turn.
Is it? Wait.
Yeah.
Hold on.
Goes from
Yeah,
this.
the guards aren't on there though. The guards aren't on the
Oh no,
tournament.
there's the Black Gauntlet of Bane that's a couple spaces down. I don't
Uh,
know. I don't know who that is.
Maybe they go at the same time. I don't know.
I've got the guards on mine. They come in at 0.
Oh, all right.
They're that good. Um, let's see. Where So this one, fuck is there we are. Okay, so this guy that just got hit by thunder is going to take a swing right back at him with his spear, and where is oops. Oh, he did not hit. All right. And this guy is going to go here. He's going to take a melee attack as well. He did not hit either. And this guy is going to try to walk away. So Jaren and Thunder can both, Jaren, Grin, and Thunder all can take reaction attacks against him because he
I shall. Thank you very much.
is leaving.
Where the hell are you going?
Grin, you're like, ha, and as you swing, you can see you see Jaren's sword come in and drive him right through the spine, and the guy just like collapses out of range as your sword whizzes right over his head.
Are you sure I don't see a chain with a thing come out saying, "Get back here"?
Get over here.
Not this time.
So, Mark, just you tracking. I've got Darkland's blessing. So since I reduced him to 0 hit points, that'll add 4 temp to my pool. I'll add that in.
You get a what?
So if I reduce a character to 0 with the Darkland's blessing, you get your warlock level plus charisma modifier of 10.
Oh, nice. Hell yeah.
So which I desperately need since I'm below 50%.
Cool.
And these are
Yes,
temp hit
please.
points.
Temporary hit points. Yeah.
But yeah, basically last 2 do your next rest, which then it kind of evens out.
So how many hit points would that be?
4.
4.
Quattro.
Yeah.
So if you already did it here, I'm going to do it a little bit differently, just to keep the temp hit points separate. I'm going to do the little heart
Oh,
icon
I see. Yeah, no, I see what you did. Okay.
and
My
do
bad.
this.
There you go.
Oops. Yeah. Oop. There we go. So yeah, there we go. Now you got, that's just to keep.
Yeah, I didn't see the template. I'm on it though. Thank you.
Gotcha. All right. So now, who do we have left here? All right. They went. Lucius, it's your turn.
I guess I'll just throw a couple daggers at whoever's still standing there.
Yeah, you definitely can see this guy. You've got a good view of this guy right here. Just past Thunder. It's going to be a -2 to hit because you got a whole bunch of people in the way, but I will, yeah.
Sounds great.
Oh, geez. Holy moly. Wait, wit, you're using
Oh,
wit
sorry,
instead of your dagger?
wrong one. Sorry. Nope.
Yeah, I was
bad.
like, holy shit,
Yeah,
those
of
daggers
course,
do
and
a
then
fuck ton of damage.
yeah, and then of course I rolled a critical
A
fail,
lot of dagger.
but I'll use my inspiration on it.
Okay, so that will hit.
And then I throw 2, right?
You can throw up to 3 of those
Oh, okay.
suckers.
Okay, well I don't have the damn.
So
Why is it always the
first one
other?
hit and the second 2 missed,
Yeah.
but the first one you did 8 points.
Yeah.
That was enough to drop him.
No, that's 10 points because I get the sneak attack.
Oh, right, because he's engaged with a.
Yeah. It's got an
friendly.
enemy within 5 feet.
Gotcha.
He has an enemy within 5 feet.
Well, eight points dropped him, but 10 points doesn't.
Yeah.
So
There's that.
It revives him.
Yeah.
It goes deep enough into his heart that it just holy shit.
It pumps some energy right into there and it heals it all up.
Now we are to Elsa. You were on the stairs. You cannot really see anybody, but you did see that there is at least one more guard outside the room. There is now room in this sort of storage area in the northwest corner here if you would like to move up to there.
I don't even know where that is compared to where I can see where I am.
Okay,
Like I'm looking at the map on the Twitch, which is something then different than what I'm seeing on Roll20.
Sure. Yes.
Like
every once in a while, it would be good just to pop back into Roll20, just to see what your character can see. Because yeah.
Are you telling that to me?
Yes. Yeah, and yeah, like Twitch is great and all.
Well, no, I'm on Roll20, but I was at the bottom area. All I saw was.
Oh, sure. Okay, I brought.
Where I was, I couldn't see.
There you go. Now
I can see.
There you are.
That's what I've been looking at.
And
going, mine doesn't look anything like the Twitch's.
right. So here's what you know that there was you saw movement outside, at least one more guard out there, and this area up here is clear, right? Oops, and
I'm now trying to find, like, scrolling on the map.
Sorry, I've got so many fucking windows open. My Roll20 just. All right. Oh, because you're on the stairs.
I'm still not sure as far
Yes,
as where we are here. Oh, I see the stairs. Okay.
Fucking Mordecai's just flying around. Damn you, Mordecai!
Trying to find my way in to the stairs.
Hold on. Here, I got you. Hold on.
Yeah, stop.
I'll try to grab you. All right.
You said that I see somebody.
Fucking Christ.
Herding sheep.
There you are. Okay. I have to do this. Now I have to reload my entire fucking Chrome.
So is it that guy that's on the outside? That's the one that I see.
I have to reload my whole thing shit out because
No.
I'm playing from a Microsoft Surface, which should be good, but then I've got like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 other tabs open, including
Yeah,
Twitch,
there
so.
you go.
Here's what I will say. It still plays better than maybe a year and a half ago.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
When people would be like, "Well, I guess it's not happening tonight because
all right. Nobody can
neither is
hear or
roll
see each
20."
other. Right. So
So
this spot up here in the northwest corner is clear. You can move up there if you would like.
Where are you?
good on your roll.
See that ping on the map?
Yes. Oh, but there's someone like dead there.
There. Yep. Dead bodies. You can
Okay.
walk all over.
Dead
Literally.
bodies everywhere.
So from there, I don't. Well, and then is there someone? Oh, Thunder's right by the door. All right. Because from here, from where I am right now, I can't see anybody. I can't do anything.
All right.
I could see someone when I was in the back corner because I saw a head.
Yes. You can see there is a person here.
Oh, there's a name over it, but that's not one of our people.
No, that is an enemy. You're going to
Okay.
get a -5 to hit because he's got major cover.
And I'm
But-
already doing so good with my rolls.
But hey, I mean, yeah, you're not going to be in danger of like
Okay.
probably
well,
hitting any
I'll-
friendlies except
I'll
for
go
Thunder.
with the chill touch again. Any better this time?
Sounds like somebody's playing a tuba.
Oh shit!
Hey.
That's gonna hit.
Yeah.
Wow.
Dang, son.
Well done, milady.
Thank you.
Tell that bitch to chill.
Say, bitch, be cool.
Yeah. So the rest of you see Elsa like reach her hand out, and you see this guard go, and there's like this ghostly kind of a bluish icy hand gripping around his neck, choking him. And he says, "I'm really into this. I actually like this. This is."
This is my fetish.
He's like, "Ooh, weird, strange and weird. Not okay."
It's your safe word.
Now do the other hand.
Okay, Mordecai, you could actually move all the way out to here, or here, or here, or here. Basically anywhere without passing with it. Fucking A.
Oh no.
Yeah. Anyway, you can move to within without, as long as you don't move 5 feet further than that guard, you won't provoke any attacks of opportunity.
Okay. And is the guard in the room directly with us, or is he outside of this room? I know you keep answering this, but
He's in the kitchen.
So
Yes, he's just
he's
outside
in the kitchen.
just outside the door.
Okay.
Somewhere near that poor serving lady who's been standing there the entire combat. I do believe she's in shock.
Gotcha.
I can't really tell what she's carrying either. I think it's like stew or soup.
Mordecai, like I'm really not so much interested in the combat as I am just trying to get through the dead bodies without like really getting anything on me. I don't want to drag my cape through any blood or anything so much, so I'm just going to kind of like pull up my my clothing a little bit and kind of high step my way through. Dear God, this is disgusting.
Now you still have the appearance as one of the cultists. You never said that you didn't. So I'll let you roll a perception check to see if this guard will just let you walk right on by.
Okay, wait, and okay, so I see Thunder, but where is the actual guard? Oh, I thought that was Thunder.
No. Thunder is right inside the door. Yeah, sorry. There's
Okay, that's fine. Yeah, that's fine. Like I said, I'm really not even paying attention. I'm just high stepping. So whatever comes of it, comes of it. You said roll. What was it again? I'm sorry.
Deception.
Deception.
I mean, is this like a
yes.
Deion Sanders style high kicking? Like.
Oh.
Yeah, this is it's It's really ew.
I
Yeah,
would
I
use
think
if you
it's
have
basically the word
inspiration,
order.
I would certainly use it. I mean,
Now would be the time.
Right. I mean,
I just
The only-
really want to
I-
deceive this
as-
person,
the
as
so
only
I'm
it
way
doesn't
he's going to get
matter.
this, he can't possibly match you. So the only way he's going to get this if he rolls double natural 20s. That's the only way he can get it.
You say that now.
Yeah.
No, they are not.
Safe.
As I pass by him, I'm going to say, they're really killing us in there.
Yeah. Get inspiration for that. That's yeah.
I'll also turn to the other lady in the corner and says, it smells great.
Smells great. What's for dinner?
All right, thank you, sir. Gotcha. That's all. That's good enough for me. I'm happy with that.
Grin.
All right. What on earth is going on in here? Are we still in combat? Is there anyone?
Yes, there is still one guy outside the door. You saw him. He kind of went around the side of the door. Looked like he was trying to, he was going to stack up. And then, yes.
All right. I jump over the bodies out the door, take a look at Mordecai doing whatever the hell he's doing. And then take a swing at this guy. There's plenty of steel for all of you.
Oh, yep, that'll do it.
Ooh, lovely.
And a little bit extra to follow that up. Ugh,
Oh, yeah.
I wish I had inspiration, but I do not. Actually,
Yeah, you slash him basically right across the throat where this, this sort of an icy hand is gripping him, and blood immediately just starts to pour down everywhere. And then you kind of lean in close, and you're like, oh, a little bit more, and you just jab your dagger right into his heart.
That's the +1.
That's right. And +1.
That's the bonus dance.
Now you've got Ambra and Gabri. The two maids are in the room. You see them both. They're just backed off in the corner. They look, they're ashen white, pale. Look very terrified. So Grin, as you walked in the room, they look at you and they're like, please don't hurt us. We're just servants. We're just servants. We don't know anything. We don't know anything. I do the cooking. She does the cleaning.
Yeah, remember the last time somebody said that? We had to kill him too.
Are we
Spoken
currently
like a
with that guard's death? Are we currently out of combat?
Are there any what?
Are we currently out of combat now that
Yes.
guard is
All obvious combatants are dead. The entire
And
household guard.
do I hear we're just servants? I hear nothing.
Wait,
Yes,
did he just say
yeah,
all
you can
obvious
hear the.
combatants?
I'm sorry.
You just said all obvious combatants, correct?
All obvious. Yes.
Oh no! Time to murder the help.
Hello, Matt. What a great introduction to Thunder in the Morning.
That's all the introduction you need for Thunder.
Can I kill these ladies? Oh, and hello, my name's Thunder in the Morning.
Mark, I think a couple of us are
Thunder
curious
walks
as
up, hands
to
beneath your
what's being
dagger.
cooked.
There you go.
I am your local murder hobo. So
No, as soon as I hear the words, I'm a servant, I know nothing.
we're lying.
I move quickly into the room and I say, pardon me, ladies, but I know what you speak is not true, as I am well versed in how a noble home is run. And I know the only person to get the absolute truth from is those that serve the scum on the top that rises. So, ladies, I do beg of you, give of yourself the truth of this household for those that will ask. I do beg this of you with all of my heart and soul.
So when we ask the question, what's in the pot, we're very serious.
Mhm.
What's being cooked?
What's in the box?
What's in the pot?
You see, they're looking over at Mordecai, and they're kind of looking back at you, and they're looking at Mordecai and looking at you, and they're like, "We don't know anything. We don't know it."
Ladies, it's okay. It's okay. You can tell him everything. He's one of us. He just doesn't have the kid up with him right now. Go ahead.
Therein lies my persuasion that I throw at this next bit.
Oh,
I say, ladies, do be honest and do trust us, because we are here not to destroy this household, not to destroy you. We are here to find truth. That is why we are here. All we ask is the truth.
Gabby, she is the little bit. Let's see.
If she's worried about my garb, I'll try to convince her that it's safe before I drop the illusion. If she if she goes along with it, I'll hold my illusion. But if she looks like she's not saying something because of me, then I'll drop it.
Give me a persuasion check.
Darius?
No.
Yeah.
For Mordecai, I want to know like. Mm-hmm. So Gabby, she looks to be around. Maybe she's a little wider around the middle. She's a cook. She likes to sample her own meals, as any good cook will. Whereas Ambra, she is and Gabby, she looks like she's probably in her mid-30s. Ambra looks like she is mid-teens. She's still very, very young. Very rail thin, sort of a straw-colored hair. She looks like she is just wide-eyed and just absolutely just shell-shocked. Gabby, she says, she kind of puts her arm protectively across Ambra, and she says, she's just a girl. She doesn't know nothing. She says, but I can tell you what I know. Like, there's been some weird things happening around here. And I mean, not normal. Like, for the last couple of days, there's been some requests for some strange meals coming. Now, these are not normally things that the Duke would like, or even Thirstwell. And he's got some very strange tastes. He's got a very sort of delicate constitution, right? And so he can only eat certain things. But these are meals that are, well, I mean, these are like local delicacies from the people from El Terrell. And I've been just making do, going to the market, picking up what I can. There's not a whole lot out there because, what with all the curfews and, the shutting down the city gates and all that. But I've been making do with it. And they say just, the Duke was saying just leave all the meals right in the room, the storage room you just came from. So I'm not exactly sure what that means, but that is the most interesting tidbit of information I can possibly give you.
Have you noticed the family acting differently or strangely over the last month?
Oh, right, absolutely, especially in the last week. I mean, the Duke has hardly been around her home, which is really not quite her usual character. She tends to be a bit of a homebody. I mean, she grew up poor and whatnot, so she likes to lounge about in this lavishness and have us wait on her hand and foot and, serve her and do things like that. But in the last week or so, she's hardly been here. Like I said, it's quite unusual for her. And, and then here I'm cooking extra meals for who knows who, but there are these strange sort of things that the Duke has never requested before. I don't know if she suddenly took a liking to El Terrell or has some sort of visitor from that area. I don't know, but I just do what I'm told.
I find that very interesting. Have there been any strange visitors to this household within the last month or so?
Now, I ain't seen no strange visitors, but I mean, you know, again, they really don't tell me too much except what they want to eat, what they want to drink, send me off to the market, pick up supplies, provisions and whatnot.
No strange food requests that might either shock you or surprise you.
Did you say strange food requests?
Yes,
I mean, yes, the meals coming sounds like they're straight off a menu from El Terrell Tavern. I mean,
I see.
we're talking like, you know, uh, venison salted with thyme, rosemary, and dill. I mean, it's not something that, is completely uncommon around here, but I mean, this is Baldur's Gate. I mean, we're a fishing town. I mean, people around here, we like our fish. We like our whitefish. We like our cod. We like our snapper. Yeah, venison is sort of a, yeah, it's more
Where
I
is the
know,
important.
venison?
and
Where is
and
the
I
venison right
and
now?
I know firsthand, as have just entered the city through the lowliest portal I could, because that is my status. That there are a great deal of butchers and whatnot on the local level that do not serve that fare, but serve locally raised mutton and cattle. Venison is definitely something of the country diet, I would say, unless I am mistaken and have
Oh
overstated.
no. I've been around here my whole life, born and raised. It's definitely something that is again, I'm a cook, I'm a chef. I've made it before, prepared it, but not something I'm really accustomed to. That and then the wild boar. Very strange, yeah. I don't even know where they found it, but they bring me up hunks of big old hunks of wild boar to cook. Not
as
exactly sure where they
as
get it
as
from.
someone as someone who grew up in the northern regions and those areas thus considered wild, I can appreciate the flavor of the slightly gamey wild pig. I understand that may come as a surprising flavor to those of you who live here in the South. And I find that is probably less available here in Baldur's Gate, if I'm not mistook.
Oh yeah, we don't really have much of it, and we really don't have much use for it. I mean, you can have all of it you want, as far as I'm concerned. I don't like the taste of it one bit. I'll take
I
me
see.
fish over any sort of big pig.
But
But
my
no,
guest,
no offense
but
intended. I know you've got
no,
different tastes.
no,
You're coming from different lands.
but what I have appreciated by what you have said thus far, and appreciate you sharing your household ways, that is unusual for you. But I have a feeling that you received no complaint. Am I correct?
Now, haven't received any complaints at all.
Can I
But
say that speaks of a great skill in you, milady?
well,
That
thank you, my lord.
you are able to produce something from something considered as a gamey meat. Uh, that you are able to perform something that elevates its flavor, and I bow to your skill and talent. and appreciate what you've been able to do for this family. Is there anyone who has any questions for this lovely
And
young lady?
she looks at you and she says, "You know, I mean, you seem like a big boy. You look like you probably got a pretty good appetite.
I am indeed, yes.
I've got a little bit more of that wild boar sitting over there. It's all salted, ready to go into the pot.
Oh, that's if
good-
like the room hasn't already
15.
devoured it.
Give me a good quarter to half an hour, and
Milady,
I can have that cooked up.
I appreciate what you have offered me. I am like you, but a lowly service of the House Elton. So it is my duty to serve, and not my duty to prosper from what can be gained from House Elton. Only if I am offered such a uh, elegant and well prepared meal will I partake. But my thanks go to you, milady, and all that you have offered.
Huh?
Just have it as you like, but I'll make a couple sandwiches for you.
I wink.
You can tell she's kind of looking at you. At first, she was kind of scared, but like the way that you're talking to her.
But
and
I mean,
her,
honestly, look over my shoulder.
yeah, no, she's looking at you.
That's one hot motherfucker right behind me. So
yeah,
obviously,
she's definitely
she's
giving
like,
you the side eye, like,
you know.
She's kind of sizing you up like a nice hunch of mutton right now.
He may be bordering 6.5, 7 feet tall, but you know, that alone, speaking of size and girth, and well, we won't go into it really, but we will sing a song about it, I'm sure later, which I'll start writing now.
Might be barking up the wrong tree with the two of us, maybe.
Yes, you may call it a tree.
All right, well, I will
Sorry.
continue to shove food into my mouth as the conversation goes on until whatever happens.
I just ate half a pizza, so whatever was food has been eaten.
Yeah,
But I
exactly.
have just letting everyone know, and if I don't know if they should roll perception because I was trying to do it subtly, but offering hopefully a loosened tongue for questions that anyone else may have. I don't know if there's a way I can present that as a, let's say,
I know how to loosen their tongues.
I was about to say, cut the tongue right out.
Right at the bottom,
like a performance mark that I'm trying to let everyone know that I'm loosening their tongues a bit by being pleasant.
Oh, we all know what you're doing.
You're trying to set the date.
And with a 19, that's what I've given them, just to kind of give everyone the hello. I'm offering. If you guys have any questions that I haven't thought of, hopefully they're ready for you.
Yeah, it seems like you're, in spite of your sort of overwhelming physical form and very menacing physicality, the way that you have talked to her, she definitely seems like she's warmed up. She actually, at first she was basically, she had a very protective manner. When she first started talking, she had her arm around the younger girl, who obviously seemed very just like deer in headlights, completely shaken. And by the end, she had dropped her arm. She seemed like she was very comfortable with you and obviously with everybody else around. And she has adopted a manner of, she seems to be acting.
Thunder
like
hasn't walked in the room
in safe company.
Thunder has not walked in the room yet.
No.
Okay, just check.
Thunder.
But that's what I do kind of give that kind of like my final, like 20, 30 words of giving her kind of a puffed up, more grandiose feeling. That I project that to everyone as in, hello, I think she may be more pliable to questions. Is what I was trying to get across with that.
Well, I'm just saying that the big cat covered in blood
performance rating.
hasn't come in the room yet, right?
Right.
I'm just saying. We
That's-
just crawled through a dungeon, killing hundreds.
That's
Covered
completely
in
fair.
blood.
And I can't wait till you walk in and destroy the last 15
They
minutes
did.
of me waxing poetical.
We did just kill like 7 people in the room next door, right? I'm like,
No, I know. But
Oh yeah,
still
which is why
happening.
they started out like holy shit, and they were both cowering in the corner like what the fuck. And yeah, but then Darius came by and got a natural 20, a critical success on his persuasion, and so not only did they seem pliable, but now the
making a
cook seems
fucking sandwich.
a little bit smitten with your large half-orcish bard.
Well, all I have to say is
How many eyebrows does she have?
Oh, her eyebrow is definitely giving the old.
Eyebrow matches her eyebrow.
I'm
if you know
even
what I'm
picking
saying.
Darius's nose currently, and he looks fucking handsome. Look at that. He's
So
fucking-
let's see now for Grin. I can give you the list here of everything you found.
All right, fire away.
Maintain the spreadsheet.
Friends, search the bodies.
There
Use
is
bag of holding Grin.
so 30 plus 19 is 49, plus another 68, plus 15 would be 83 silver pieces.
Nice.
17 coppers.
17 copper pieces.
It goes along with the
Check it
ones that
out.
missed on the ground.
A pair of candle clocks, like marked down hour by hour.
Ooh, nice.
Interesting.
You get those in milk?
You can get those. A string of wooden beads.
I don't.
How big are those
I
beads?
put
Are they
I put a
about-
pair of rubber gloves on before I picked those up.
They get bigger the further down the stream you go.
That was what I was wondering. How big are those beads?
Bees?
I'm gonna open a bee store.
Oh,
Beads?
We'll see who's making the most honey.
That's our Pornhub reference for this.
oh, there we go. That's ours for this evening. Yes, there we go.
There is a block of soap,
I'm gonna need that.
a drafting compass, a set of dice,
Shoot, a fella could have a pretty good weekend in Vegas with all this stuff.
and an empty vial.
No.
Still talking a good weekend in Vegas. A pouch of berries, a patch of rabbit fur,
Mhm.
some knotted up twine, a pair of dice. So not a set, but just a pair of dice from a different guy's.
Mhm.
Excuse me. A bottle cork, a blood-stained cloth, a list of local taverns, a salted fish, an iridescent scale. Not exactly sure what it comes from.
Is it minor?
Like
Does
an-
not look like it comes from the salted fish.
I see. You're not talking about something that measures something. You're talking about something that comes from something that has scales.
Yes, a scale
see.
is in like
Thank
a fish
you.
scale,
Thank you.
lizard scale. Yes.
Oh, see, I
Scale mail.
misheard that.
I'm going to use the salted fish to cut down the mightiest tree in the forest.
I'm sorry, it has to be a herring. If it's not, you're screwed.
There is a very small leather pouch with scarlet powder on the inside. A pouch full of dried berries, different from the pouch of regular berries,
Older.
and a small silver key.
Older than the dried berries, I think. Sorry,
And then
sorry.
so that big dude that we killed, he had a mace, right?
Yes. Yeah, it looked like it was yeah. Oh, I didn't. Yeah, all the like armor and weapons. The guys were wearing.
Well, I mean, did any of them look? I mean, was it just a bunch of run of the mill armor and weapons, or did any of them have like any ornate markings or any like stand out or?
Yeah, chainmail. The mace that he had did not appear to be. It looked like it was definitely a hefty, well used, certainly notched up and scarred weapon, like it had seen its fair share of battles, but did not smack of anything extraordinary.
Cool. Let me know if we ever run into anyone wearing plate armor, because I'm gonna take any plate armor that fits me. I'm gonna take it.
So as we walk down the street, we say, "Hey, Grin, this guy got plate on him. He's got plate on him over there. Look, plate on him."
That guy over there looks sketchy. He's probably involved. Let's take him.
I mean, any of our opponents.
Oh, the ones that fall to the ground. I got you.
Next time Thunder takes a powder, we're stealing his armor.
I'm getting the armor.
Yeah. So, you see, there are kitchen tables with numerous different provisions on there, as well as butcher knives and cleavers and whatnot. And there is a fish on the table that is still flopping around at the moment.
Mm.
You see the Gabri, the chef. She just kind of looks in and she goes, "Oh dear."
I look inside at Thunder and I say, Thunder, there's something on the table here for you.
What that?
There's something on the table. You eat those things, don't you?
Is it my turn to go eat?
Come on. Sorry.
You're a cat. Cats eat fish.
Oh, the salted fish?
Salted fish.
Now, this is the actual fish that's flopping about, I think.
Yes.
Oh, I don't have a problem eating it.
Yes. As you get closer to the fish, you can hear it. Like you hear something. It sounds like it's coming from the fish. It's like. At this point, Gabri, she just looks and she goes, "Oh, gee."
To me or the fish?
Yeah, well, she says that about the fish. She's staring at the fish like, "What the fuck?"
The fish is talking?
The fish is talking.
Where's Mordecai?
Yeah.
Question.
I'm not falling for this.
You can't find Mordecai, but there's a strange cultist standing over by the cook fire.
Where's Mordecai? If the fish is doing something weird, I'm looking for Mordecai.
I'm the cultist named Ted.
Let me tell you the story of the boy who cried wolf.
This is the story of the fish that gurgled, "Kill me."
I'll eat the fish.
You pick it up and just start chowing into it. It's actually it's
I'm
delicious.
just saying, if I do note he reaches for the fish, I do say, wait.
Since when do I listen to him anyway?
I want to hear Greg say, "I pull out my cleaver and chop its tail off."
Yeah, he's never listened to me, but
I'm gonna ask.
I'm doing that merely for my own conscience and my connection to any sort of afterlife I may or may not achieve.
Is the fish is it some sort of symbolic thing? Because I just ate it. I don't know. I'm a cat. Sometimes I do that.
You've taken away Mordecai's plaything.
Oh, no, I can.
Do I see the cultist?
You can still hear the fish in his stomach saying, "Kill me."
No, now it's saying not like this. Not like this.
I do rest well knowing that the fish had that general
The
idea
final
anyway.
wish.
Give me hit points. All I want to know is by eating the fish, do I gain hit points?
You gain all
No.
the strength of that fish.
Yeah. There can be only one.
Do I
Now I have
absorb
the
its
strength of
ability to
me
breathe
plus
underwater?
the strength of that
It
fish.
is not a fish of healing.
Oh, shit. I need a long rest.
I
As
will,
do I, honestly.
as the stinky blood-soaked cat walks by me, I will use prestidigitation to clean his fur because
Oh, that's
I'm just
lovely.
like, dear God, you stink, man.
I am literally covered in gore.
Not anymore, you're not.
Because I was dead. I was nearly dead. I was mostly dead. And
Now you're eating a fish.
Now you're clean and your belly is full.
I'm clean and my armor is shining. Because this is when you act in the honor of Saint Leroy Jenkins. This is what happened.
It had everything to do with your smell and nothing to do
Actually,
with your
the honor
alignment.
of Leroy Rankins. Leroy Rankins.
If you were Leroy Jenkins, you'd have chicken grease all over your armor.
No, you I am a paladin of the saint. Leroy Jenkins.
At least I got chicken.
At least I got fish. Fish. I got fish. Oh, can we please? I'd like to take a long rest now.
Well, we can't do anything. So Grin looks around and he's, where did Riss go? Where's Riss?
Riss disappear. I
Oh,
don't know. He
no,
left in a fight.
I got Riss.
He left. He went out the window, but I wasn't there.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah. He's outside. There he is.
But I wasn't there for that. And I can't go through this. Oh, I want to ask the lady. Lady.
Hello, lady.
I want to talk to the lady.
Yeah, she looks at you and she's like, "Yes, my lord."
She call me Lord. Where the lady of the house? Where the lady?
I honestly have no idea. I haven't seen her probably in at least a night and a day. She's usually about the place, as I was telling you, handsome friend over there. But in the last couple of days, she hasn't been around much. She just keeps on having me fix these fancy meals and leaving them in the side room there where you just came from.
Grin will ask her, how many people does a meal like this typically serve?
Well, I mean, it depends. I mean, it's probably enough to feed 3 or 4 people, but for someone like the Duke and the company that she keeps, it's usually just, they'll sit and pick at it, leave a bunch for, the rats and whatever is in the cellars. We try to grab a little bit of it if we can on the way before it goes bad, but something like that, I'd say depending on the company you keep.
So you've been leaving meals every day for the past few days to serve roughly 3 to 4 people?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean,
is that typical?
that's just the special meals. I mean, Normally, I leave meals right there in the side room, because we've got workers down there in the cellars. And so I'll leave meals on the table for them, scraps of bread, a little bit of fish, something good. I try to keep the boys around here fed and in good temper. But it's these other meals that the Dick was requesting: wild boar, venison, sort of these more exotic spices and whatnot. That I don't know. It's just it's different. That's all I'm saying.
When did she start requesting these special meals? How long ago?
This was about 2 days ago.
2 days. So just before the overthrow of the royal family.
Oh no, it was just a little bit after that. Oh, are you talking about the whole mess with House Elton?
Yes.
Yeah. Scary thing that is, right? I mean, you think you know someone, and then just goes to show. I mean, you never know.
What is
Sometimes-
it that we don't know? What
sometimes
we
you-
know, what we know, what we.
I mean, you heard the rumors, right?
Well, we've heard some rumors. What have you heard?
I mean, they's in league with dark spirits.
The Eltons in league with dark spirits.
Oh yeah, heard it from the Duke's mouth herself. She says that they was dealing with dark spirits, planned to overthrow all of Baldur's Gate. Probably had something to do with what happened to Elturel down the road there.
What, witches and
I
such?
heard the same thing, honestly. It's going around.
Yeah, see? Yeah.
Interesting.
And you believe such stories of witches and fairies and phantoms?
I mean, I've seen some strange things in my time. I mean, this
Yeah.
is Baldur's Gate. One time, I was in the marketplace. I saw some wizard pull a rabbit out his hat, and then he put it behind a young girl's ear, and it jumped right out. But it didn't jump out the young girl's ear; it jumped out her brother's ear. It was one of the most amazing tricks I think I've ever seen. So yeah, I believe I've seen some things or two. I could tell you a thing or two.
No tricks. These wizard tricks that they do. Nobody cares about tricks.
I believe it. The word is illusions.
Waiting for that. Yeah. But yeah.
All right, I'm gonna like peek out this door that I'm next to.
Go. Oh, there you are. All right, let's do.
Oh yay!
There you go.
What do I see? What is this?
That is Fendrick. He was the guy who answered the door. He is a decrepit 70-year-old butler. Okay. I believe I might even have a picture of Fendrick.
That's just what he wants you to believe.
I'm gonna motion.
assassin.
I'm gonna turn over my shoulder, and I'm gonna try to get some of the others' attention. I don't know if anybody sees me waving my hand, but I'm doing so. I'm trying not to say anything. I close the door back just a second, and I'll look at Jaren. Come over here. I'll look over at who else is over there. Thunder, and I'll motion to be quiet, and tell him to come over and stand by the door with me.
Thunder is very good at being sneaky and quiet.
Yeah, I know.
Shunk, shunk, shunk.
I kick the doors in as loudly as I can.
And then Jaren, once you're over here near me, I'm gonna whisper, "The old man's outside the door. Let's have the cook call him in here, and we'll grab him and ask him how many more are in the house."
Oh, we should do that.
And then I'll run over here and I'll say to the lady, "Call in the butler, love."
I'll hide in the corner so that when he walks past me, I can club him in the back of the head.
She says, all right. She said, I'll probably need to go near the door. He's half deaf. Is he out now? Fan! Hey! Fan! And you can hear sort of the labored shuffling of a septuagenarian very slowly making his way to the door. And he comes in and he's like, you called for me, mistress?
All right, well, I'll walk back over there since he's not going to be running anywhere. And I'll say, how many fighting men are still in the house?
How many fit men in house?
No, I'll
fit.
I'll pull out one of those phonograph earpieces and put it into his ear, and then I'm gonna yell into the megaphone side. How many fighting men are there left in the house?
He goes, oh, fighting men. Yes, yes. Oh, and you see him. He kind of looks over to the storage room, and you see him. He's like, and you see him. He goes, pardon, excuse me, and he pushes his way past you very very gingerly,
Sure.
So that he can get a better count.
Mm-hmm.
And you see him walk up, and he's counting, and he turns around and he says,
7.
he says,
6.
in the house right now, you have no more God. This was house God.
Ah, thank you.
See if you can get him to teach you the five
Point palm
finger-
exploding heart technique.
You no 5-point palm exploding heart technique.
Can I receive the cruel tutelage of Pai Mei?
But now he's standing by, just sort of.
All right, well, gents, there are no more fighting men in the house, so says the mathematician here. So I believe we can ransack the place. I think that's the technical term for it.
But where is our quarry?
I would love to have some more talking fish. No
Let-
more
let-
talking fish.
Listen, Grin, most likely all the commotion and what with the slaughter of her entire house guard on the premise probably tipped her off that she needed to go. That's why we did not want to get mired in a fight down in those cellars, because now she was able to flee and come back later with a stronger force. That would be what I would do.
Perhaps we should be leaving.
I think so too. But I also thought I'd mention that there are no guard here to stop us from taking whatever we'd like. And
like a long nap, a long rest.
I for one would like to take those tapestries from the basement as proof of what we found here.
What about those prisoners still inside the house? The ones that were guarded by those imp creatures?
What of them?
I'm with Elsa on taking a long nap.
I agree, lady. We need to rest. However, we have a very limited amount of time, I believe, here to do whatever we need to do before we leave. Once we do, we are not going to be able to take anything from this place nearly as easy as we can now.
Yeah, I would say at a minimum, the actual Van Emmerich like bedrooms or like private chambers, like between the two brothers and the mom. I think we like give those a good old fashioned ransacking, if you will. And then I'm down taking the tapestries.
I'd like to ransack the treasury room, looking for magic items. That's what I'd like to do.
You've already got your one magic item of the campaign, Thunder.
Gives me a +1 to hit.
Hey man, just saying.
It still does. You do full damage against demons and devils, and we don't.
There is that.
I do have one serious question though. Did there was like an artifact or something that we were after that was supposed to be underneath? Did we find that? Is that amongst the possessions that we have, or
The sword?
I don't think you found it.
I don't think that was it.
That strange puzzle box.
No, we found that in the manor. There was supposed to be something underneath this that we were looking for.
I don't even remember that part. So
that small. I take out the little figurine, the little tiny figurine in the shape of a female devil.
I have a foot with toes.
Who knows? Perhaps the lady of the house fled with the artifact. I don't know. I'm just saying that I recall that we were going down and looking for something.
I wrote down everything I found. It's a lot of rando stuff. Nothing in here that like sticks out as
this was foretold to be a power of quite immense magnitude. So I think we would know if we had it, type of a thing.
Well,
I take out a wooden spoon. I say, "We found this spoon."
Well, I think we probably pan out, but I do think we do have a couple clues here. So we do know that there's anything that looks like sort of infernal writing. We can probably zero in and bring somebody in who can read that. If any of the books look like it has that, or any of the symbols from Zariel before or after her fall, any kind of imagery of that, we probably need to look for as well. But and yes, I'm very okay with looking through the treasure for magic items as well. But I think if we fanned out in the house and did a search, we could probably
again, this might be where we came from underneath, I believe. And this is going to be, again, if rumor tells correct, there should be one of those types of things you kind of know when you found it. It's like so obviously,
it should be obvious.
Wow, holy fuck, what am I doing with this type of a thing?
We didn't find anything like that.
Chopping it down for magical parts. That's what I'm doing with it.
I'm like waiting for Mark to put up one of those little memes that says 4 hours later.
Yeah, we might.
We have one of those sound bites, and
I think what Mark is saying is that we need to head back down to the sewers and spend the next 2 months. No rest.
I'm just saying, there is a million ways y'all can go from here. I'm just giving
And
from
they
the
were
information
never heard
that
from
different people have
again.
gathered. I want because there's like different people have different pieces of this whole puzzle.
Sure.
I'm trying to make sure that like when it comes to the time when somebody's puzzle piece is pertinent, say that 3 times fast. I want to make sure that they don't miss out on that opportunity, and they're like, "Oh, wait a minute, I was supposed to know something about this," and I'm like, "Oh yeah, I totally forgot about that."
Am I supposed to know something?
Yeah, I think it might have been me that was supposed to have known.
You know only how to butcher men.
My puzzle piece is pertinent. Please partake of my parlay.
There's too much pepper in my poppygosh. I'm glad to partake of your pecan pie.
You have perfect plosives, my friend.
Well, I mean,
Well,
we've got we're in a
says,
manor filled with beds. Let's sleep.
Platitudes.
Well, Grin suggests that we briefly rest and recover and
Catch our breath. Yes.
Discuss our next
Catch our breasts.
AKA take a short rest in this room. Short rest is an hour, right?
Yeah, the short rest is, I believe it's like 20-ish minutes.
I'm not going to take a short rest.
I think it's an hour now. Yeah, I might be wrong.
No,
It's a long rest.
I like 20-ish
But
minutes.
yeah, at least 1 hour, during which time you can do nothing more strenuous than eating, drinking, reading, or tending to wounds. Yes, so 1 hour.
We don't
That
even want to
doesn't-
take. We don't even want to take 1 hour to like recover.
No,
Oh,
I want to
sure.
search the house and leave. I don't want to be in this house.
Alright.
This house is it's become a trap, and we've been stuck in it for way
Where
too
are we-
long.
But where are we going to go?
Uh,
This house is our. This contains the person that will get me my payment.
we could technically just tell and shut the house down, and then when they come into the house, we'll be ready. But not if we're napping.
Could burn
Why?
to the ground.
Am I able to run a Am I able to cast a thing that detects evil?
Yeah, both of us.
Is that like an at will, or can you only
I
do
don't-
that?
I don't know.
I got. Hang on. It's I'll,
Is it a cantrip?
no, it's like a class. It's like an innate class ability.
Yeah, the paladins can detect evil. So I want to
Yeah.
detect evil and see if there's some evil objects in the house.
Yeah, we can do that. So what we need to do, Thunder, is like if we split up because it's a 60-foot bubble around you. So if we like,
Yeah, we just
basically, like,
do a sweep through the house and look for evil items, and then I could point them to Mordecai and be like, that there, evil, that evil, that right there, evil.
Let's see.
now to be clear, it says it's more specific about like a being. Oh no, it does say object. Yeah, you can detect an object as well. Okay.
So if I cast, or if I'm utilizing this skill, then within a 16-foot radius, I'll identify an evil object, right? Or an evil being.
Thing or person that is evil. You might have many.
I might have things blowing up, but I mean, I'm in an evil house, so.
Evil wasn't necessarily amongst the words used to describe this object, but perhaps
I don't know. It's a
It's
shot.
worth a try. It's
Right
worth a
now
try.
we don't have shit going, so we're sitting there going.
You
There
should have
be
asked the
something
fish.
powerful.
You should have asked the fish.
The fish got eaten.
Don't trust anything that tiefling tells you.
Whatever happened to that? Whatever happened to that suit of armor that attacked us?
It basically once it was defeated, it kind of crumbled into a rust, became
What's this? What's in here? What is that?
iron oxide. That room is that's just part of the entryway, the gallery. Black curtains are drawn over the windows to the south, keeping this hall dark and cool, unless otherwise occupied. Fendrick Gray, the venerable butler, paces the hall with a lantern. This gallery contains an eclectic collection of tapestries, paintings, and alabaster busts on pedestals meant to impress guests.
Any evil? Do I sense any?
In the corner, there is a 6-foot-tall wax statue that depicts the Duke Thelmara van Thampor cradling what appears to be a cat in her arms. The cat has a wax rat in its mouth.
Huh. Well, how much, like, how is the cat cradled in her arms? Can I take the wax cat off of the?
No, it's all one solid singular piece.
I can't carve the cat off and take it.
Basically, the cat's in the cradle and the silver spoon.
Give me a perception check.
There's
Though.
a little boy there in the Man on the Moon. I would say
Perception.
You basically don't want to go there. Really.
I'm not very good at
Oh,
oh wow! I got a natural 20.
But he goes there.
You
with a
wasted
20.
your natural 20 on a perception check of a wax cat.
It may be the room, man. There's something there.
Let's
And you
see,
just come to find it's all about the saddest song that's ever been written.
You guys may be surprised. I think there's something to this statue.
I think there was, but you just wrecked
I
it.
think that
Just knocked it over.
I didn't knock it over yet. I'm still looking at it.
So
I'm very
as
observant today.
felt threatened territorial wise by the other cat.
As you're looking at the statue and you're kind of like trying to think, like feeling at this wax cat to see, like, is this thing real? You kind of reach around and you see behind the statue, you see the cat, and it's got wings.
Whoa.
Slobber.
Slobber chops.
It looks like a Maine Coon cat with wings. And it's kind of like hiding behind the thing, and it's looking at you right now like because you're a cat.
Well,
we just took our
Well, is
20
it-
pound
I mean,
our 20-pound cat to the vet tonight.
It's looking at
This is
you like
basically what our cat looks like.
it's looking at you like you're some kind of super cat, and it's just a normal cat.
Right. Like, I'm just a regular cat, but you're like a super cat. So
oh, I think I wonder.
Slobber chops.
I can't talk to the cat because
You can talk to the cat.
well it understands common. But I mean-
tell him he's a pretty cat and a good cat.
Good kitty.
They like that shit.
I'll be like, you the cat. I the cat.
So you like
cats
fish?
like that shit.
I like fish.
What's
Yeah.
over in oh there's the kitty. Here's the kitty. I'm going to actually, Mark, I'm like this. Because I'm like a 7-foot cat and it's like a 2-foot cat.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go like this. Jump on.
give me I'm gonna say give me a quick like persuasion check with advantage.
Yeah. Now I'm good at that. I got charisma, bitches.
Natural 1. Oh no, look at that. All right.
Natural 20 or 19. I got a 19.
Almost.
We'll be like, you're with me now. You with me now. We fine. I wonder
Yeah,
if
it
like
hops upon your shoulder. And being that you are a cat person, I'm gonna say that and because you've rolled a natural 20 and a natural 19, you actually recognize this breed. This cat is called a Tresson, Tressym, and they are a very rare, at least for this type of in Baldur's Gate, very rare. But it is a magical creature resembling a small winged cat. They can be found across warm and temperate lands of Faerun, were most common in northern Cormyr, particularly in the village of Evenstar, where they were seen as good luck charms and mascots, praised for keeping down rodents. Also popular as familiar for good wizards.
they're familiar.
Rodents. For good wizards,
But
they
you're a bad wizard.
they have supernatural senses. Again, like known to track down and take care of rodents and robots, but they can see in the dark and can also see invisibility.
And I'm gonna ask it. The lady at the house here. The lady here. Let's see. Point me to the lady at the house. Take me to the lady. I'm gonna scratch the new cat. He's like, take me to the lady.
He smells the fish on your breath.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Just like to
he's
see
like
Mark-
kind of curling up right around your neck. You're basically wearing him like a scarf right now.
All right, I'm gonna walk back into the other room.
Look, it's a cat with a cat. Hey, check it out.
Hey, it's a
It's all the
cat
rave.
wearing a cat.
Oh,
I
dear
don't know
God,
if
he's
it's-
multiplying. We're in
Does
trouble.
this, hey, Mark, I don't know if this increases my charisma score having the cat on a cat. I'm just saying.
Cat on a cat.
It's like a cat in a
Excellent.
hat. Grin is like, what the actual fuck is going on? It's like you walked out for 4 minutes and you came back with another cat.
With a winged
flying
with
cat.
wings on it.
What in the absolute fuck? All right, Thunder. There you go. You now have control over the cat.
Nice. I have a cat. I have a cat.
Yeah, I'll put him next to you. I'll put him on top of you. Someone said Thunder after midnight. The gremlins, they're multiplying.
Here, kitty, kitty, kitty. What does these stairs go to?
They go
They go
upstairs.
up.
You guys have already been there. That's
Oh.
just the second level. That's where the Duke's study was, where you destroyed the armor set. That's where Thirstwell was. You killed him. And Amric's bedroom was up there. He had some fancy clothes in a drawer.
We already
You
went
got-
through all that, didn't we?
Yes. Yes.
So I think it's time to leave. Or are we gonna vote to have a long rest or are we gonna vote to leave? I think I'm gonna take this cat and leave.
It's like,
You know,
I got cat. He
there's
good. He go
nothing
now.
that is going to piss off this lady of the house like taking her fucking pet cat.
Thunder, don't you want to see what's behind curtain number 2, though?
I don't know. That's somebody else's job to look. I guess. I lost all my vision, so I can't see anything in these rooms now.
Oh, you lost your. You might just need to.
Oh, I have to
reload
move
your-
both of us. Oh, fuck. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna go into this room over here then. Why is this?
Select both tokens at the same time. You should be able to drag both.
How do I do that?
Like click, drag, select. Like if it'll
Yes,
capture
that
everybody.
room.
yeah.
You've been in there. That there was a big fight in that room. That was I believe it was the dining room.
Yeah, that was the one where all the imps like dropped on us.
I don't think
Yeah.
I was there for that fight.
Yeah. Well, Thunder was, but yes.
Yeah, I wasn't, but Thunder.
Yeah, that's where we got we found a bunch of expensive bottles of wine. That was the one where we basically brought Amric down to what he's at now.
Okay, what about in here? What's in here? Just a day room?
That is the parlor. Well, entertaining visitors in this room, the Duke likes to sit in an austere high-back chair facing a pair of padded couches and a coffee table.
What's behind this painting?
A thin drape covers the windows to diffuse the natural light, and the walls are lined with framed paintings of the Duke, her 3 dead husbands, her 3 sons, and the family's cat, Slobberchops.
Which I have now as my cat.
A tapestry hanging on the north wall depicts burning angels falling from the sky into a pit of fire.
That's the one that's really odd.
That's
Yeah,
the one that
yep,
I was
that-
saying we needed to grab, right? We need to keep
Okay.
those are our proof that the Van Thampers are up to something fucking not good.
Well, let's take it down. How big is this tapestry?
I think it was pretty sizable, wasn't it?
The tapestry weighs 5 pounds.
No.
I roll it up.
Yeah, how many of them are there that are
Live.
damning, Dungeon Master?
In this particular room, that's the only one.
Okay, but
Yeah,
there were more, right?
Like paintings of like cats and shit. Well, down in the temple below, there were I think 9 different paintings
Yeah, but those
for
were the
9 different
big ones.
tapestries.
Yeah, those are the ones I was thinking of. How big are those?
Those ones were
Like 100 pounds each or something, weren't they?
hold on, let's see.
Yeah, maybe those were the big ones I was thinking about.
Pine Devil, blah, 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 statue, treasure. 9 tapestries depicting the 9 layers of hell adorn the walls. Yeah, they're 5 pounds a piece as well.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
So those aren't too bad
Well-
either.
Well, maybe
Well-
we should just go back down there, find this magical item, get your tapestries, and then.
Well, Grin says a tapestry, paintings and tapestries are not evidence of guilt. They're only evidence of bad taste.
Who dat?
I think that they could be considered circumstantial evidence when taken in lieu of the additional
I think when
things
you
that
tell
we
them
will.
like we rolled into a bunch of Clothis and random other demons, and by the way, these type of things were hanging on the walls.
Yeah.
Could be good.
Anyways,
still think
I'm
we
taking the
should start
tapestries either way. I don't care what Grin thinks.
I mean, we can take them. Yeah, take them. But I think we'll need more.
Like an artifact of immense
Yeah.
power.
We need,
Yeah.
we need
Lucian is gonna
witnesses.
have a fancy suit made of all these like hellish tapestries.
I like Mordecai's. Like maybe an artifact of a hellish power. Maybe that would be damning. Maybe we should find it.
I mean, we've cleared the place out. It should be fairly safe now.
There's nothing left. I still can't figure out how to select 2 tokens myself. So I'm just,
Okay. So you can't like click drag like where it makes a box, and it should
There's a
select
box.
every character that you have control over. You know what I'm saying?
Well,
Yeah.
no,
At least you used to be able to do that. I don't know. Maybe you can't.
yeah, no, you should still be able to, click and drag, and it'll create a large box, and you can select multiple tokens at once.
oh,
Just put them. Put them
Nobody
next
has
to.
gone into this room, so I will just.
I was heading over there. That's what I was trying to, but I can't even get through the fucking door now that I'm dragging these 2 characters.
Well, put the tokens next to each other so that you don't, because
Yeah.
otherwise,
Otherwise,
if
top of
they,
each other.
yeah, if they hit wall, if
Oh yeah, because that door hasn't been open. Hold on, sorry. There we go. Now you should be able to go through the door. I've got it set up on dynamic lighting, so you guys can't just go through a door without it being open first. And so I needed to open that door.
Here
first.
we are. There we are.
There you
There's
go.
the magic carpet. Great.
The magic carpet. So that room is the foyer.
The foyer.
Apart from the main entrance, this room has 2 exits. A plaster shelf lined with ornate vases circles the room at a height of 9 feet. Spread across the flagstone floor is a 10-foot wide, 15-foot long rug of exquisite design, depicting a royal coronation. 2 tapestries hanging on the walls depict a dragon flying over a ship and pilgrims on camels, respectively. And I'll tell you right now, each of the 16 vases weighs 2 pounds apiece, and they are worth 25 gold pieces apiece. The rug weighs 50 pounds and is worth 250 gold pieces.
Really brings the
And
room together.
each of the 2 tapestries are 5 pounds apiece and are worth 75 gold pieces apiece.
Holy shit.
Now we're talking some money.
We just need to liquidate this entire property.
We'll have an estate sale.
Yes.
You need draft horses and a wagon.
If you start like trying to grab into the vases, you see this old Fendrick guy. Fen comes in, and you see him. He starts like slapping at your hands very weakly as
Stop
you're
that.
trying to grab vases. He
Stop
says,
that.
"No, you not touch the vase. This is for the family. You leave alone.
I'm not
Very
stealing.
much trouble if you take a vase."
in your hand.
I'm not stealing it. I'm just gonna have it appraised.
Having it
No,
cleaned.
no. This cannot leave the family mansion.
But they told us to move it to the new mansion.
No.
Yes.
Yeah, so if you try grabbing the vase, he's going to continually try to slap your hand away.
Who's carrying the vase? I'll take care of the old man.
About to say who's gonna do it.
There's only one way this is gonna end. Like, I'm just gonna make sure you can take the vase out of here, okay?
You can't carry these vases, these vases all the way back to town. We need a wagon of some kind. Is there a wagon in the barn?
We've got Thunder's minions. Can't they tote that shit?
They can take part of it. We have. Did you see how many wine racks they had? How many tapestries?
Yeah, each of his servants can carry about 30 pounds worth of stuff before they're going to become encumbered.
You know what's more valuable than a bunch of.
I mean, what if we just take the house over? Like, what if we just use this as our base of operations?
Really, that's I was kind of thinking that already. Yeah.
And Thamper Village? No. This is not House Voltron.
House Voltron.
Actually, technically, this would be House Voltron, but yeah.
But yeah, if you want the vases, you're gonna have to do something about Fen, because Fen is absolutely adamant about you not taking those vases. He's pathetic. He's 70 years old, and he's slapping you with these weathered, crinkly, parchment paper thin skinned fingers. Just no.
Why are
Like pushing a 4-year-old over. Just
he's like a pit fiend in disguise, isn't he? You're just like baiting us. Okay.
We'll move from the vases.
He seems like he's making a stand. Like he's basically this is the foyer. This is his sort of
domain.
His domain, and so yeah, he is making his and to be honest, he has not really seen y'all like start looting shit from other rooms. So this was the first time he saw you guys like, oh hey shit, look at this looks valuable, here, put it in the fucking pouch. Yeah, he saw you guys taking food, which was fine. He had no problem with that, but yeah, now you guys are trying to take valuables from the house. Mm-hmm. This old venerable servant is making a stand.
All right, well, the question still remains: do we leave, get rest, keep looting the house, or go back?
Has he seen the cat on my shoulder?
Sure.
Okay, is there anything underneath the carpet?
If you move the carpet aside.
That was an unusual segue.
Dust.
Right. Have you seen the cat on my shoulder?
Yes.
Then when I move the carpet.
When I move the carpet, what is he?
I can't move the carpet until I know whether he's seen the cat on my shoulder.
You need to understand.
The cat? All right, now I can move the carpet.
You guys have to remember, you're dealing with Thunder. Okay, I am a character actor. Where did Alan go? Where did Alan go?
He was having computer issues and he bowed out.
Oh, I'm like, wait a second. Of all character actors, Alan is the most. But I mean,
right? Give me an investigation check, there, Thunder.
Those are as bad as my fucking perception checks.
DM, did you see my whisper?
Ooh,
the worst person.
Yes.
No. Okay. Investigation. I have a -1 on investigation.
I think Grin had already cleared out.
Oh my god! There's my investigation.
You're moving. You basically you pull the corners of the rug up, and you're looking for any sort of obvious signs of like a cellar, a door, anything like that. You're not finding anything.
I wanted to roll the carpet up.
Sure. Yeah. You can move the carpet aside. Yeah. You're not finding anything, any sort of trap door, any sort of cellar door, anything.
Anybody else want to take a look at that? Because I roll terribly on this.
All right. At this point, Jaren gently grabs Feng Shui, the old man, and then I roll him into the carpet. So not to harm him.
Gently roll him up like an old burrito.
Like he's,
oh no!
I move.
Oh no! You don't. Oh, you bad.
And I will turn to Darius this and
Anybody else
say,
want to take a look
Darius,
at that? Because
please
I-
have your girlfriends let him loose after we leave.
All right,
But we need
at this
to
point,
go.
Jared gently grabs Feng Shui, the
Yeah,
old
like
man.
he's trying to resist, but it
Gets
literally does not. You don't even have to roll to try to overpower him. He's like, no, you don't. No, you are. Oh no, I being rolled in carpet. No. Yeah, he's
Which end do you light?
right.
When is he
Right.
gonna polymorph back into a dragon or a lich or whatever he
Yeah.
is?
A dragon lich.
Assume his final form.
Draco
Destroy
lich,
everyone.
yes. Yeah, obviously a Draco lich.
I guarantee you, when you see this guy again, it's not going to be good.
Yes. So you can wrap him up in that carpet, in which case he is protesting very vociferously, but again, physically he is just
Does it
incapable of
Does it get
mounting
quieter
any
as he goes?
Does it get one lighter?
Quieter.
Quieter.
Whiter? like constricting
Quieter.
all the blood out of him?
No, it's like he starts like stop. Then it's like, or is his head
Right.
sticking out?
It gets muffled? Yeah. No,
What tavern are we kind of based
you
in?
no longer welcome in this house.
Shh, go to sleep.
So anyway, my
Hitting his head.
recommendation to you is like we collect what we have. Let's get to whatever the tavern is that we're all hanging out, and then we all like get some rest, some food, stuff like that. Let Grin haul all this shit out and sell it on the street. Like, let's see how much money we have.
I'm confusing. I may be confusing campaigns, but wasn't there a chick that was in a tavern that we met on like?
Yes.
Freya or whatever.
Let's
She
go
came
back
with
to
us
that
for-
girl.
Brea Mantelmorn, yep.
Let's go back to Brea Mantelmorn.
No, she's like running around with us right now, isn't she?
No,
No, she was guarding the first room that y'all came in to make sure if anybody came down
Good.
that entryway behind you, she was going to capture it.
So we just say, Brea, let's go back to your tavern. Brea tavern, can we go back to your tavern, take our and rest and reconvene?
Yeah, is there a car? Is there like a wagon in the stables with?
Yeah, is there like a livery stable or something like that, or a barn?
Yeah, we went in through the stables. We went into this cellars through the stables.
Stable house.
I just don't know what was in
Let's
there.
hook up. If we can
There are
hook up.
4 draft horses. There are no wagons. So in Baldur's Gate, horses are not allowed. So anybody like coming in from it's a weird law, but there are no horses allowed inside the city, except if you're a member of the city guard. If you're a member of the watch, you can have them. Let's see, where is it?
Well, Mordecai can impersonate being in the city guard.
Well, we are. I mean, we are technically within their hierarchy, so.
Would you like some Jabba the Hutt?
Yeah, we're employed by them, yes.
That's okay. We can load ourselves up with as much as we can carry.
What about
Oh,
like
and I have a
hand
writ,
cart, you
and I
know?
also have a writ from Amric that we're entitled to anything we want to take from the stables.
Oh, I support this entirely. Thank you.
Any like pull carts, with the.
If we only had people that could cast spells and have like Tensor's floating disc, I'm just saying.
Actually, that thing says I can take whatever I want, I believe. And so, like, as
I don't
Fenn's
cast spells.
getting rolled up into the carpet, I'm going to show him this writ from Amric that shows that we're entitled to take anything. And I'll just say, I said, have a good nap, old man.
This includes you. You are now property of ours.
I cannot read writ while I'm being rolled up in carpet.
The only way this gets better is if Feng Shui becomes Elsa's new butler.
Let's see now. As horses and other beasts of burden aren't allowed inside the city walls, the outer city overflows with stables and hostlers ranging from muddy pens to barns nicer than most inns. Those travelers passing through have the option of leaving their beasts on one side of the city and picking them up on the other after grooms have ferried them around the outside of the walls. The stables are also unusual in their willingness to rent mounts to city residents in need of transportation, cutting down on the need of city dwellers to own their own horses. So that's sort of the whole deal. So they do have horses on the inside, and as a noble family, that's not particularly unusual. In cases of emergency or something like that, they will have like draft horses around, and also draft horses to use to till and move things around like the manor yard itself, because each noble family is obviously allowed to have whatever the fuck they want on their property. But like, if you were to take a horse through the city streets, it would be super fucking weird. Everybody'd be like, "What the fuck?" Like, you know, it'd be like, I can't even think of a modern analogy. Like,
It would almost be like seeing a giant 7-foot tall walking cat with a wing
with a smaller cat perched on its shoulder with wings.
Would it be kind of like the guy who drove the tank down in San Diego right on the freeway?
Yeah, yes.
Yeah, I like that idea. That was awesome.
Let's try
that
to
is certainly what it'd be like. I am going to take a very quick bathroom break, and I will be right back. Oops, BRB.
The goal is to get back to the tavern. DM.
Would it be like driving a Segway through a small rural town?
Yeah. People would be like, "Oh my God, look at him, he's floating."
Because I've done that.
Would it be like driving a Tesla through a small rural town?
I've been to Duluth.
I've got that shirt.
I want that shirt.
Oh, it's my favorite shirt.
Be like using a condom with your mom.
Whoa.
That was uncalled for.
That was fucking.
I mean, if you don't, that's weird. Right?
If you do, it's weird. That's what makes it.
That's the difference between Northerners and Southerners.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
All right, what's that? I'm still trying to figure that out.
The degrees of separation are measured with condoms. When incestual sex happens.
It's not even an if, huh?
Well, I mean, you're telling me you don't get stuck in a dryer multiple times a day?
Only around my stepsister. Problem is, I have half sisters and stepsisters, you fucking weirdos.
You guys heard that joke? Why is the reverse cowboy illegal in Alabama? Because you never turn your back on family.
I knew I never.
Pornhub intermission, indeed.
Shit.
Yeah.
It's the Vin Diesel quote of the night. Holy shit. All right, boyos, this is where I gotta call it. 11:30.
All right.
Good night, Joe.
Night, Joe.
Love to you guys. Have fun. Go on without me. Just make sure we get a fucking long rest, please.
We won't need to. We're probably leveling up soon.
Or give me a level or long rest. Either way.
Tang forever.
Don't care which. Or a Pornhub sponsorship. One of the three.
That's an even better get, anyhow.
All right, guys. Good night.
Later, Joe.
Yeah. Good night, guys. I'm out too.
All right. Take care, Jay.
Grin, did you take all of the bottles of wine from the cellar?
No, I took a lot of them, but actually no, I didn't take any bottles of wine from the cellar. I took some bottles of wine from that room where we fought the imps and we fought.
That was down in the cellar, wasn't it?
No, that was in the, I believe that was in the very first room. Down in the cellar, there was, I think you filled up a wineskin with like some brandy or something like that, because there were like big 50-gallon casks.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
Yeah. Yeah. In the cellar, I filled up a wineskin with wine, but I took Actually, no, I didn't take bottles of wine from upstairs. I took goblets. I found some expensive goblets and I just
Yeah.
threw them in a sack.
So I'm going to go up there and take, as many of the most expensive bottles of those wines that I remember seeing.
You found a
All right,
bottle.
you-
You found a bottle of poison too, didn't you?
I do not recall that.
Yes, you did.
Okay.
Midnight Tears.
Yeah, I remember writing it down. You found a.
So, Mark, did we get to the tavern?
Are you going to the tavern?
Yes.
We're gonna
All right.
carry.
That's,
We're gonna carry as much stuff as we can.
and Thunder. While you were in the room with the tapestry, and with the the angels burning and whatever, you saw Slobber Chops went over to the high back chair and started rubbing his face all over like one of the arms of the chair. As you walked closer, he kept on rubbing his face, and you saw that there was like a sliding compartment on the arm, and there is a silver dagger
Nice.
hidden in the arm of the chair.
Okay. We took that dagger.
Take that dagger.
All right, I'll write it down.
Write it down.
So then, yeah. DM, I still want to go grab those bottles of wine since he didn't.
Yes,
so you know.
That is. So let's see. That was in the dining room.
I'm just going to add them to my list.
Yeah, there were 15 bottles containing fine wine at 10 gold pieces apiece, and the last bottle is laced with midnight tears, poison. So I thought that, because, Greg, you had mentioned, you found poison, didn't you? And yep, that's where the poison was found. So if you have that.
We found that in the, that was in the cellar?
In the dining room. That was in the dining room.
Okay, yeah, that's what I thought.
Okay,
where
I
you
see
also
it.
found,
it
red
was on my
crystal
list.
goblets. Okay, there was 8 red crystal goblets that you, you said you already found as well.
Yep.
Yes. So you guys can make your way back to the. Did we lose Jay as well? Is Jay gone?
Yes.
Yeah, we lost 2.
We lost 2.
Jay and Joe.
Yes, you can make your way back to whichever tavern you would like to go to. I know the Elf Song was where you were at one point, but there seemed like there was a hit squad from the.
We're gonna go to where that chick is that's with us.
Rhea.
She's been walking. She has been kind of sleeping on the streets trying to find, trying to track down Tavius Krieg, because she heard that he had been somehow smuggled or captured and brought into the city under the along with or being ferried away by guards wearing the livery from House Van Damper, which brought the two of y'all together. But let's see, as far as inns go, what was it, the Blade and Stars, where y'all were at last time? I can't remember.
Yeah, it was one up in the. I think it was up in the inner city.
Well, up in the upper city, which is like the noble area, you have sorry, let's see, in the upper city, Gazetteer, Bormal House, which is just the Helm and Cloak, draws an unusual mixture of well-heeled but unpretentious patriarchs, traveling nobles, famed bards, and socially ambitious lower city residents hoping to rub shoulders with the elite. The inn is unfussy but conducts its service with flawless technique and the finest ingredients. Serves roast chicken rather than peacocks or partridges, and the fish never have the distinctive gray harbor film. The establishment consists of two buildings joined as a single enterprise. The helm is a rooming house with an entryway shadowed by an immense iron helm that supposedly belonged to a fire giant. The cloak, slightly smaller, is signaled by the bright flutter of a Sunite cloak draped over its porch. Both buildings are decorated with adventuring trophies, both exotic and mundane, including a bronze horned marble unicorn bust in the helm's common room. Its horn, which patrons often rub for good luck, is as shiny as the day it was made. The helm and cloak has long attracted idealistic sons and daughters from patriarch families. For generations, these young romantics, taking the god Luru as their inspiration, have called themselves the Knights of the Unicorn. Over time, what became as a light-hearted lark became a real force for good in the world, and several of the early knights achieved renown for their heroics. Today, the Knights of the Unicorn continue to call the helm and cloak their informal headquarters. The establishment is rumored to be run by two longtime retired members. Let's see. So there's that place.
So from my
But
notes,
this is in the upper city. The upper city is guarded by the city guard.
We only ever went to the Blade and Stars once, and that was immediately after we came out of the catacombs from the massage parlor.
Right.
And then from there, we went to go see, we like took a rest or something in the Blade and Stars or did something, and then we went to Zaj and got our gold and said, he said, if we don't get any more trouble, you'll get the other half of your 800 gold or whatever. And then from there we went right to the boat bar, and from the boat bar we captured Amric, and then we took him right to his house from there.
All right, let's see. So the upper city, home to the patriarch aristocracy of Baldur's Gate, is a place of beauty and splendor where magnificent public sculptures stand alongside historic manors, upscale theaters and boutiques, and tiny stone-walled gardens tucked among the streets like hidden jewels. Flowers bloom along the tree-lined streets, ushering away any stray miasma that escapes from the less fortunate quarters below. Silks and velvets, gold braid and mink, water-clear diamonds, and luminous pearls. These are common sights in the upper city and hardly glimpsed elsewhere except as cheap imitations. Everything in the upper city speaks of privilege and wealth. Magical lights illuminate the clean-swept streets, some bearing enchantments that hold back the river fog. Most of the city's major temples are located in the district, flagrant evidence of how the faiths value the city's wealthy elite over congregants with shallower pockets. The finest wine shops, ateliers, and jewelers are all in the upper city, where the watch's nightly ritual of expelling all non-residents reinforces their air of luxurious exclusivity. Those without either watch-issued tokens or a patriarch's bouche safe must leave at nightfall without exception. So yes, unless you have basically a watch-issued token or patriarch's bouche safe. Now you do have the bronze badges from Zaj.
Yeah, we have tokens,
but we have a bunch of stuff that doesn't really belong to us. Like, we don't want the city to take it as evidence. We want to sell it to a fence.
right? So we want to go to the Briar one.
So do any of us, does Grin or anyone know any fences we could
I may just know a person or two who has been known to deal with the, shall we say, slightly more exclusive items.
I thought you might.
Yeah. So Grin, like I'm sure, and absolutely, both Grin and Lucius, you guys both know Rilsa Rail. She is the she is sort of the kingpin of the guild in Little Calamshan.
What's her name? Ril Sorrel?
Rilsa, Rilsa, Rael.
Real surreal. Down over in Little Calamshan.
Mm-hmm. Grin, you owe her a little bit of money.
How little bit do I owe her?
Roll
17,000 credits.
I owe. I seem.
roll a charisma check.
I seem to owe a lot of people in this town a lot of money. Every time we go into a bar, Mark sends me a note. By the way, you owe this person some money. Usually I leave the bar owing them even more money.
Well, which is why you wind up in the predicament you are. Because you're like, I'm fucking getting paid. I owe a lot of people a lot of money. God damn it.
Did you say make a charisma check?
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
I will gladly pay you Tuesday
For a hamburger today.
to fence these goods today.
Just take a percentage of the goods.
God, we got all the natural 20s on like what charisma rolls for once.
So it's really not that much. You owe her 14 gold, which normally would be, a decent sum of money. 14 gold is not nothing to scoff at. But
now you can just hand her one of those vases. Here you go.
Correct.
So, normally Grin doesn't have 14 gold just burning a hole in his pocket.
Exactly.
However,
wait,
when you
1400? Did you
when you steal from
1400?
the richest family in Baldur's Gate, suddenly,
Hey, look at all this money I got. Now in Little Calamshan, hold on, let's see now. I think I have a map around here somewhere. Dun, 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 dun. There is where is the map of Baldur's Gate interactive map? Thank you very much. Let's tumble down. Greenmore Stables. Ooh, Oasis Theater. That's got to be Little Calamshan. Okay, so there's the Oasis Theater, which you know of as well. That's the outer city. Let's see. Dirty and uncouth. The outer city holds everything the elite of Baldur's Gate resist allowing within their walls. The poor, refugees, tanneries and stockyards, and other industries that offend highborn sensibilities. Stretching forth from each of the city's external gates, the outer city sprawls in a chaotic tangle of shanties and shops, carts and tents lining the roads in hopes of bleeding off enough city trade for their owners to survive. And indeed, much of the commerce in Baldur's Gate happens in these unregulated markets, with even patriarchs shopping from inside perfumed litters. While smaller neighborhoods such as Tumbledown and Blackgate squat outside their respective gates, the majority of the outer city runs along the coastway as it curves around the foot of Duskhawk Hill between Worms Crossing and the city proper. Here, I'll let me see if I can copy this. And hello. Okay, there we go. Let's see if I can copy. Jesus, what the fuck? And I will do this. Hopefully that brings you to the Baldur's Gate map.
Not I, said me.
Yep.
Yeah, brought you there?
Yep.
Okay, cool. So yes, if you go straight north, basic, the highest little red dot on the map, that is going to be the Oasis Theater, which is part of the little walled city called Little Calamshan. This walled community's Kalashite inhabitants fiercely guard their home from the guild and the rest of Baldur's Gate. Let's see, Little Kalimshan.
We could take horses there.
Generations ago, a fleet of Kalashite refugees fleeing war in the south came sailing into Grey Harbor. Rather than opening their doors to the foreigners, the people of Baldur's Gate quickly hustled them out of the city, forcing them out the Basilisk Gate in the middle of the night and taxing them for the privilege. Desperate and weary, the refugees finally found succor in a caravanserai run by a fellow Kalashite in the outer city. There they used what little wealth they'd been able to bring with them to construct a new home, a traditional Kalashite settlement that would be precisely as friendly to Baldur's Gate as the Baldurians had been to them. Though much time has passed since the ignominious beginning, tensions remain high between Little Kalimshan and the rest of the city, particularly with regard to those Baldurians living in the city proper. Unlike most of the outer city, where neighborhoods blend into each other and no one can quite say where one ends and another begins, Little Kalimshan is sharply defined by brick and plaster walls 15 feet tall, 5 feet thick, and topped with minarets in the classic Kalashite style. These walls don't simply surround the neighborhood either. Little Kalimshan is built like a traditional Kalashite city in miniature, with its interior divided into multiple drudaks or neighborhoods. Each drudak is walled off and inhabited by a particular family or tribe with its own religious site, inn or tavern, marketplace, and places of industry such as smithies, armories, tanneries, or mills. While such an abundance of walls might make Little Kalimshan seem fractious and standoffish, in fact, the opposite is true. The thick wall walks act as elevated streets, with locals able to look out over the layout from above and easily pick a path to their intended destination. Second only to the Wide, which is another area of the city, in its chaos and liveliness of its markets, Little Kalimshan opens its gates to outsiders for just a few hours each day. Inside its warren of bazaars, local merchants have a near monopoly on many southern imports, from silks and fine blades of Kalashite steel to tomes of rare magical lore, thanks to exclusive trade agreements with various caravans. As soon as mid-afternoon arrives, however, shoppers are shuffled back out of the arch gates, and the only non-Kalashites still allowed within the neighborhood are those who've married into a Little Kalimshan family or otherwise earned the sacred trust of a Drudak's residence. While many residents of Little Kalimshan venture into the larger city for business or pleasure, not even the Flaming Fist is able to force its way into the neighborhood turned fortress after hours, except in the direst of circumstances. And each Drudak is instead patrolled by a militia of young unmarried warriors called Amlakars. While Little Kalimshan presents a unified face of the rest of the city, it of course has all the problems of any settlement. Income inequality is made all the more obvious by density, with paupers living literally side by side with the wealthy genie benders. Older isolationists class with young folk eager for more interaction with the wider city. Let's see.
Don't
And
fuck
yes,
with the soda cars. They're badass.
That's right. You know, Oasis Theater. Yes, there are areas within Little Kalimshan where you could possibly find, well, like two of you are familiar with Rilsa Rail. Depending upon how your relationship with her is, you might be able to find a place to stay for the night.
Well, how's my relationship with her?
Well, I owe her money, but I'm able to pay her back. So
Yeah. I mean, yeah. So Grin has a business relationship with her, and again, the fact that you can actually, honor the debt is certainly very good. It's going to be more of a sort of charisma persuasion check sort of deal.
And for me,
Mm-hmm.
What about me? Can I go for it?
Well, for Lucius, again, so you would start out as at least neutral, with not being considered an outsider, since you are from Kalimshan itself.
Mhm.
Now, you know her, have had some dealing with her in the past. However, you know that she is a very shrewd negotiator, bargainer, and does not do things out of the goodness of her own heart. Is uh, very much in it for her own gains and ends, and very unlikely to find some sort of a deal without having to pay a price.
It makes me think of what's the very first chick in Firefly, where they
Oh, patience.
what? Yeah, Patience.
Mhm.
You know it's a trap, right? I'm sure she's forgotten about that.
She shot you. Yeah, but
It was a long time ago.
didn't she shoot you? Yeah, it was a long time ago.
Well, so if our plan, so when we're down, packing up stuff to take out of the villa into, take it up to get sold, like Grin will mention, I know in Little Kalimshan, I've done some business with Rilsa Rail there. She might be amenable to taking this and finding buyers for it.
I believe
If
you're
she,
correct.
if she forgives me for a little debt I have left lingering for a little too long.
I see. Well, I too have done a bit of business with her, and I am also allowed into Little Kalimshan after hours. So there's that.
Well, I say that we take our chances there. Since it's outside of the city proper, we can load up these draft horses with as much as they can carry as well.
I have a writ entitling us to these horses per Amric. So there's that. And we won't have to worry about anyone saying, "Hey, what you doing with horses?"
Well, we'll be outside the city proper, so we can still have horses there. We just can't bring them into the city. But Little Kalimshan is far outside the city gates. So yeah, so we'll load up horses with we'll load up as many draft horses as we can. We'll load them up with loot as well and hike them up to Little Kalimshan.
Gotcha. The probably the best way to go about it so that you're not leading horses through the city itself would be to go through the Black Dragon Gate, and which is to the northwest. Then from there, dropping the horses, the draft horses, off at a livery, and having them delivered over to the Basilisk Gate. And then you can travel through the city on foot, and that way you're not going to have to go. I mean, you could travel all the way on the outside, the outskirts of the city yourself. However, you do know that there are, especially in this situation, there are fuck tons of refugees, and the gates are. It's going to be a little bit of a sticky situation, just because right now technically the gates are barred. They are shut. No one can enter, no one can leave. However, you have been deputized into the Flaming Fist by Captain Zodge, but in doing so, you're going to have to
I'm gonna let you
say
guys work this out. Tell me what happens in the end.
right. It's the whole
I
thing
know.
where you're going to have to basically proclaim
Right, Matt.
yourselves as deputized persons under the authority of Captain Zodge, and whether or not that will raise any alarm is certainly still up to speculation, as you don't know how deep the traders go throughout the organization. So far, Zodge has shown to be at least indifferent, if not friendly to the Elton family. Um, but who knows how far that goes?
Mm-hmm.
I say we do that. I say we take it to the Black Dragon Gate, say this is official city guard flaming fist business. These draft horses are to be delivered immediately and without question to the Basilisk Gate, where we will pick them up and take them on their way. And we have official deputization from the commander of the Flaming Fist. We're here on official city business. If we have any questions, we will refer them back to Zaj. If we get any interference, they can take it up with Commander Zaj.
Nice.
Worst case scenario is we lose the draft horses for whatever reason. We lose that. It's all stolen anyways.
So put what you're going to have on those draft horses, and have that set aside as a separate inventory.
All right. All right. Do you
because that's the stuff we're gonna lose.
I mean,
Well,
my guess is there'll be a percentage chance it gets lost, or some either all or some of it gets lost potentially, yeah. Or who knows? But yeah, what do we want to put on that? So what do we want to keep on us that we're going to use as?
Well, I would say that all of these tapestries should go onto the horses, like all the tapestries and stuff that we don't really want to carry around. All the 5-pound tapestries. Right. I mean, as much as, like I said, I consider them circumstantial evidence. If they are lost, it's not the end of the world.
So all the tapestries. It'll be easier if we decide what we're carrying, because we can carry way less than a draft horse. Those draft horses can carry a shitload of weight. So we can carry about 30 to 50 pounds each. So what do we definitely not want to lose? Is there anything that we really don't want to lose? What was the most valuable? The vases? I forgot. What was the value of the different things again?
I'm sorry, what?
Was the value of like the different things that we found in there again?
I think out of everything, the value, by far the most valuable thing that you found was the poison.
Yeah.
That the midnight tears or whatever. Like, if you can find the right fence, and that shit is fucking illegal as all fuck. Like, you do not want to be fucking caught with that shit, nor fucking have anything, because it is, yeah, it's like a death sentence to be caught with it. But if you can find the right fucking fence, you got 2 doses of it. You got 2 vials of it. It's worth 1,500 gold pieces per vial.
All right, so Lucius,
take that as you want.
I'm carrying it. I'm carrying it, and I would love to offload it, but I don't know who the right. I don't know. Do I have any idea who the right fence is?
You think Rilsa would probably?
Rilsa. Okay.
Yeah, she might be persuaded. She, like.
Do you mention?
Not, right.
Do you mention to anyone else that you have it? I mean, do you tell the party like this stuff is valuable poison, or do you just keep that to yourself?
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I guess I don't know if anybody. I don't remember if anybody saw me take it, or if it's known that I have it. Like, I don't even remember. Like, I didn't even remember that I had it on my character sheet until I was looking, and you guys said, "Oh yeah, you do," and then I was like, "Oh yeah, there it is."
Yeah, I didn't remember it was Midnight Tears. All I remembered was that we were digging around through the wine, and Marx was like, "So yeah, Lucius, you notice a bottle that is distinctly different from others, and it's this poison, whatever." I just wrote down that you found a bottle of poison, but yeah, I didn't know it was that. I didn't know it was the most valuable thing we found.
I mean, I don't remember exactly everything that you guys have found. I mean, well, obviously, like, the magical sword, there's been some items that I don't really have like a gold piece value on, but as far as like sort of tradable items, that I believe that is by far the most, because I think you guys have found some other things like a fucking crown, gold, some other shit. Maybe 250 gold or something like that. But yeah, 1,500 is, from my memory, the most expensive thing that you found so far.
And that's per dose.
Per dose, and you have 2. Yes.
Yeah, 2 doses. That's 3,000 gold pieces. We're talking about a serious chunk of cash.
Right.
Like we need like a chest to keep that in.
Right.
You know,
Yeah,
And
I
a
mean,
bury
gang
that
of
shit
people
somewhere.
that, like, yeah.
yeah, we found a whole ton of stuff. I've been keeping track of all of it, but yeah, there's like, I found some valuable stuff in the powder room, perfume and like a silver hairbrush and pearl necklace and stuff. We found, this bull-faced demon mask, the coin pouch from the sheep's bladder, this poisoner's kit, calligraphy kit, a small leather pouch with musical pipes, the rare first edition books from this study. Yeah, so like a whole bunch of stuff, but we got to cast detect magic on some of this. Like before we just pawn it off, we should cast detect magic to make sure that we catch anything that might be magical here. So a black covered tome entitled Apocalypto, a small sundial on a necklace. Like some of this stuff could be magical and we don't even know it.
Yep,
Uh,
that's true.
but but yeah, so the 2 doses of poison, you'll keep those. I mean, that's easy enough to carry. We might as well carry on us like small stuff. Like I think it'll be weird if we're walking around the city carrying giant fucking rolled up tapestries and
Yeah, that's why I said should put those on the horses.
yeah. So is it cool enough that I say like everything large we're going to put on the draft horses and everything small, like we will keep as much small stuff as we can carry, and once we run out of carrying room for little stuff, we'll start putting big stuff on the horses and we'll stack them up with as much big stuff as we can.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. So I would say, like each of you could probably carry a vase, like without, but there's 15, I think 15 vases a piece,
Mm-hmm.
We'll
something
probably
like.
put like the vases are probably big-ish, so
Yeah.
we'll put as many vases on the horses as we can, and I think we should just carry like bottles of wine and rare books on
There
our
you go.
on ourself.
Books are heavy.
Books are heavy.
Yeah. No, that sounds fair enough. Let's you get to the gate. Um, the Flaming Fist. Right now, I believe it was morning when you got there, so it's probably about just slightly before like noon. So it is like full fervor outside the city gates. You can see the guards are, busy basically trying to keep people from scaling the walls. There are just a absolute swarm of refugees on the outside. And let's see.
And like as we're going to the Dragon Gate, I would ask Mordecai, can you use your trickery to appear more as an official, to give us a little more weight with the guards?
Yeah, he can do that for sure. Uh,
And I think we should use this. We should use the guards' uh, busyness to our advantage and just say, official. This is official Flaming Fist business, official city business. These horses need to be transported to the Basilisk Gate immediately. If it can't be done, then we require, we're Flaming Fist. We have passes to go through the city. We'll take them ourselves. Even though horses are not normally allowed, this needs to be done. This is important
And
information.
yeah, I'll grab the guards or whoever it is that's responsible for dealing with that stuff, and I'll say, "Son, you do not want to mess this up."
Like if they they want us to go through official channels, we'll go through official channels, but we're not going to be stopped.
Let's do. Oops.
We got loot to fence.
We've got a fence to loot and loot to fence.
This is official business.
So on your way through the upper city with the draft horses in tow, you see a woman come up, and she's got the sort of steady gait of a veteran swordsman. Any one of the characters who has a martial class can immediately recognize the casual way with which the sword hangs at her hip. And you see her come right up to you, Lucius. And
my hand will start, meandering its way over toward my own sword.
I'm like,
Yeah.
steady. I'm like, steady.
She walks up to you and she says, "Hey," she says, "that's a mighty fine blade you have there. Do you really know how to use that, or is that just ornamentation?"
Purely for show.
She says, such a shame. She says, "You may not recognize me, but my name is Yvandra Rillin." She says, I noble, but she says my family is not one of the more recognizable families throughout the city, and I spend a lot of my time traveling. So, again, like I actually have a school teaching swordsmanship. That's why I saw a blade like that, and I thought, well, now anyone who carries a blade like that should probably know how to use it. So if you would like to get a lesson or two so that that becomes more than just an ornamental piece and might actually be able to defend yourself with it, you should come by House Rivelin's School of Swordsmanship. And I'm sure that you'll leave knowing how to defend yourself from, well, let's say you find yourself in the lower city. Sometimes thugs come out. You may not have your household guard with you. Things like that. Situations in which the lessons that I teach will be worth 10 times the amount that you paid for them. So, what do you say?
Sure. When I have time, I will make inquiries as to your next round of lessons or however you do your business.
It's yes. She says. She says, "Well, it's certainly a pleasure to meet someone who has an instrument as fine as that one." And you see her delicately pull a glove, well worn, like a duelist glove, off her hand, and she extends it out to you, and she
Aha!
says,
Oh, mon chéri. Mwah.
she gives a slight little curtsy, and she says, "And who do I have the distinct pleasure of meeting today?"
My name is Lucius Davavalen. And
Lucius Devine. Lucius. Have we met?
I don't know, DM, have we?
You haven't. But the fact that she's saying that, give me an insight check.
All right, 1 second. Does 21 do it?
You distinctly know that you have never met her, but your intuition is telling you that as a shrewd businesswoman, she's trying to flirt to get your business.
Ah, yeah.
Although she, and she is, a rather nice-looking woman, even with her, numerous small nicks and scars. Um, yeah, it's her feigned, have we met before, seems to be more of a ploy at trying to get some coin from you. Although, so there's no worry about blowing your cover, or like, hey, aren't you from House Elton that just
Yeah, I was
recently
like,
got overrun?
Yeah,
Like, oh shit. No, yeah.
Grin's like pulling the draft horses, and he kind of leans in and he's like, "We haven't got time for this shit."
ah,
Um,
again, and what was her name? What'd you say?
her name is Rilin. What the fuck is her name? Yvandre.
Ah, Yvandre, we are pressed for time, but I shall look in on those lessons, for I do think it is important that I be able to defend myself, and so I will make inquiries about when you are available once I have concluded my business. Good day.
She gives you a nod, and she says, yeah. She says, I'll be waiting, and she says, hey, you never know, you might even get a discount. She gives you a little wink.
All right. Well, yeah. Then we'll, slap the horse on the
Yeah,
butt.
on to the next.
I put her in my I put her in my notes.
Right. Yes, there is no such thing as a coincidence. So you get to the city gate, and make a persuasion or intimidation check as the flaming fist. You see the guard there is like, he was like, no, nobody in or out. No one can go in. I do not care if you have badge from Zaj. Rules are rules. This comes down from Blaze Portier. Nobody come in, nobody come out.
And we'll try and get Mordecai to use whatever illusions he can do as well. What check? Either intimidation or persuasion.
Yeah, and we can have so one of the benefits that the cat has, Thunder in the Morning, his armor is again gives him advantage on any persuasion or intimidation check with any soldier or military personnel. So let's have him. Where is fucking Thunder? Thunder. The only time he ever gets to do fucking non-combat stuff, and he's not here.
That's okay. He doesn't really want to do any non-combat stuff.
Right. All right. So he's going to get advantage on that roll as well, which is 15, which is no better than Lucius got.
It's time for Grin to oh nope, he already tried to intimidate too.
I'm gonna use use a luck. I'm gonna use one of my luck rolls, and it didn't really do anything better. So instead of a 9, I got a 10.
Gotcha. Is Riz still with us, or did he take off?
No,
Riz is still with. Riz can also attempt to do.
I don't know if Riz is around.
Yeah, was Riz around?
I'm not right now.
Yeah, Riz ran off. He left us, and he's like on an incredible journey.
Well, the 15 is actually going to be the 15 with Lucius is 15. We'll say it's enough. The guards begrudgingly let you pass by, and they say, if any of these refugees get through with you are scurrying out, it's going to be your ass, and I tell Zoj exactly what happened.
Go right ahead.
You see them, they open the gate, and immediately the whole throng of refugees starts to push forward, and they start going through with cudgels and blackjacks, and they just start whooping ass. I mean, like, the Flaming Fish are just smacking the shit out of these guys. It's like fucking, Tiananmen Square. It is absolutely brutal. They're just
My
smacking the
massive
fuck out of
horse
these guys.
stick is now following.
They're right.
Thank you for the
Yeah,
follow.
I mean, Grin will kick. He'll kick out the refugees too to keep them away, to try and
Yeah.
keep the guard on our side.
Yeah, they are, sparing no mercy on these refugees. Many of which look like they are just, dredges right now. They look like they have probably been, living, sleeping outside for the last 2 days. Probably very little to eat. No clean water, nothing. They look like beggars.
Yes,
Fucking
yes,
Ukrainians.
yes, but I
Some
have
Ukrainians.
5 vases worth at least 15 gold pieces.
Here you go. Have this nice vase. They immediately shit into it. Oh, thank God. I've been holding it for 2 days. You manage to push your way past, and you find one of the outlets of Grainmore's Stables, which is the largest stable and porter company in Baldur's Gate. And they will charge a flat fee of 1 silver piece per draft horse. And it's usually there's like a 10 silver piece charge per wagon. But since you don't have any wagons, it's going to cost you 4 silver pieces to porter and ferry the horses across to the Basilisk Gate.
All right, I'll give them double that, eight silver pieces per horse, and say this is city business. These have got to get through. Do not let the refugees stop you from getting to the Basilisk Gate.
He sees you say this is city business, and he sees the badge from Captain Zodge, and he nods his head, and he was like, "Aye, aye, sir. We'll make sure these get through right away. None of them stinking refugee scum is going to touch anything on these horses." And now you are free to either go. You can follow the horses basically around the outer wall of the city, or you can cut back through the Dragon Gate, and then through the upper city, out through the lower city, and then through the Basilisk Gate. Either way, it'll get you there. It just depends on whether you want to travel back through the city or on the outside. Inside the city, you're going to deal with Flaming Fist. You're going to deal with City Watch. You're going to deal with whatever's inside the city. Outside the city, there is just a sea of fucking refugees.
I say we go inside the city. I can't hear you.
Sorry, my bad. I say, yeah, through the city.
Yeah, easier to deal with guards than it is to deal with crazy refugees.
Yeah.
So it was 4 horses at double the price, so 8 silver a piece.
8 silver. Yeah.
All right. Subtracting from our
party treasury.
You get back to the Black Dragon Gate, which you've only been gone probably 20 minutes, as the stables is right there. It takes all that time, even given the compacted masses fighting your way through the crowds. It still does not take that long to conduct your business at the stables and get back. You see, it's the same shift of guards. They see you come up, and the one of the guards looks down at you, and he's like, the same guy. He looks down at you, and he's holding his hands up. He's like, "What? Are you back already?"
I told you this is urgent city business.
He's like, "Torm's balls! Open the fucking gate!"
We'll start beating the refugees before he even does that. Before they, we start knocking them unconscious before they know that the gates are even going to be open. While they're going back to their cooking fires, we come up and start cudgeling them.
Yeah, Grin's like, I don't want to be here. I'd rather be at the sperming mermaid or whatever.
Sperming mermaid.
Sperming mermaid.
I'd rather be throwing back a pint at the local tavern, but
no, I'm delivering horses on the part of the city.
The job's a job. I'm doing my job.
Yeah, right. Yeah, so he says, technically it's not Captain Zodge, it's Flame Zodge, because that's the flaming fist. That's their ranking progression. But Captain would be the equivalent rank. But as you pass by, the guards again go out and with zealous fervor start whooping shit out of the refugees. And then the doors slam shut behind you. You can't help but feel a little bit of remorse. I mean, they were really putting it to these fucking refugees. As they just want inside the city. But you get back inside, and the main guard you've been talking to, he yells at you as you're walking through the city. He says, "Tell Flame Zodge his balls stink," and then just turns around. So that's that'll get you through there. We can call it here as it's 12:30. You guys are in the upper city. You have horses being sent around the Basilisk Gate.
All right. Type. Everybody's typing stuff. I'm not typing
Right,
anything. Why don't I have anything to type? Somebody give me something
Trying
to
to
type.
put my note into the chat there, so I remember where we left off. But holy fuck, we made it out of the Van Thamper Manor.
We're out of the Van Thamper Manor.
The Van Thamper Manor.
Don't tell our cat companion. I want him to be absent for the next time we play, and then do all of our stuff outside the manor.
As soon as combat starts,
do like a long rest, whatever we want to do, and then go back into the manor. And then when he comes back in, it's like, all right, so you're gonna
shake him awake.
Door number 3 of Van Thamper. He's gonna be like, no.
All right. Well, I guess we'll go ahead and shut down the stream for tonight. Thank you guys
thank
all
you,
so much
all
for
of you
watching.
failures, for watching us, because it's much more fun to fail
in
together.
front of people. Yeah.
That's right.
If you're gonna
You
fail,
don't
do it in
fail
front
on
of people.
video. It didn't really happen.
And is this an off week for Thursday night? We're not playing.
Yeah,
Thursday?
I'm not available Thursday.
Okay. Then
I have a gaming convention weekend that starts Thursday morning.
Sorry.
Something in your throat there. I don't.
That's
bullshit. Bullshit.
I mean, you guys can show up if you want. I mean, probably play as much as I did tonight.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, we'll shut it down. No Thursday night gaming this week unless Alan, throws the flag up or something, and we all want to do it spontaneously.
Which was super fun last Monday. Holy shit. That was stupid fun.
That was fun.
That was so fun.
I know. I'm sad I missed it. I'm like, God damn it.
It's random. It's random. So you gotta come to all of our Twitch shows, because you never know when someone's foot's gonna get chopped off.
Oh my god! I laughed so hard. That was so much fun.
That was a pretty good one. But yeah, so maybe Thursday if Alan says he wants to run Waterdeep, but otherwise it'll be next Monday again for
my gaming stuff.
Yeah, right now. You're rethinking your whole next weekend.
Well, I'm not running shit. Yeah.
But if Alan's running.
But if Alan's running something, maybe.
Oh god.
Okay. So yeah, keep those notifications on, I guess, and we'll see you Thursday if we do. Otherwise, are we still good for next Monday back into another day in hell?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, next Monday we should be good to go.
Okay. Well, then we'll see you guys next time. Everybody, wave bye-bye. Say bye-bye.
Thank you, everybody.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye.